EVI pilots, we are about to take another flight. So, hopefully you guys will enjoy the flight and everything that comes with it. We'll get into more of that here in just a few minutes. But first comes first.
Folder view list, Google Chrome, FS Transport, FS Airline, FSDT install, FSDT Live, FS Realistic 60, Flight Simulator First Officer Next 69
I want to make sure.
R29, Microsoft Flight, star untitled, FSUI PC7 colon, simulator is available colon, connected row 2 column 1, FSUI PC7 colon, Flight MSFS, connect unavailable C. Disconnect D, exit X. MSFS submenu Alt plus M. FSUI PC7 colon, simulator is available colon, connected. Ops 29.0.2, Ops 20. Folder view list, Flight Simulator. With cursor. Open O, normal, open file, run as administrator. Folder view list, Flight Simulator First Officer Next 69 App start cursor, normal cursor.
Now, my friends,
App start cursor.
pay attention very closely to the sounds on this wonderful, wonderful jet that we are flying tonight.
Forms.main.
This evening, whatever you want to call it.
Restart. Config. Support. Company. Buttons. Buttons drop down menu. Connect.
And we'll go to connect. For some reason, First Officer restarted on me a minute ago.
Screen review. Connect.
And,
Object review. Connect. Close. Free FLT flow button. Bottom. Free FLT flow. Screen review. Free FLT flow start. After. Free FLT FL. Before start. Taxi. Flow. Before CH message. 18 seconds to start. Close any hole.
18 seconds till it starts up. So it's going to do that for a few minutes.
Wait cursor. Edit cursor.
Good evening, Captain.
Good evening, Captain. All right, good evening. Do your thing. Do
Forms.main.
your thing.
Ops 29.0. FSUI PC7 colon, Microsoft Flight Simulator. Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Now, some of you might not be able to notice that is a new sound. Even that little hum right there.
Avionics Master active.
But you ain't heard nothing yet. Want to thank Declan for doing that for me. I appreciate it. I can tell you that when you add sounds to 2020, make sure that either you know how to do it or you got someone to help you. I got to thank Josh for coming up and showing me what to do to get it to work. It's nothing like you would do it with P3D, at least the way I did it. You can run it with a batch file, I guess is what you call that, and that will do what it needs to do to put things where it needs to be. So that's what that be. So we're just waiting on the First Officer to get some stuff.
Forms.main row 1 column 2. Flows and checklist grouping. Free FLT flow button. Edit red only selected. Pre-flight flow. Flow slash checklist grouping. Edit red only multi-line double lets and IFR. Edit multi-line selected 6 for aircraft to energize semi. All CTRL plus alt to skip. All CTRL plus alt to skip.
Alright, 6 seconds, 3
1 for aircraft to energize
seconds,
semi.
1 second.
GRNDPWR unit requested. 26 for GPU to connect semi. Hold. CTRL plus alt to skip. 18 for GPU to connect semi. Hold. 16 for GPU to connect semi. Hold.
Alright, ground power unit has been requested.
CTRL plus alt to skip. 12 for GPU to connect semi. Hold. 11 for GPU to connect semi. Hold. Microsoft Flight Simulator.
So we're waiting on that. Okay. Check that out. I mean, that's 100% realistic right there. Hear how the fans kind of started out lowish, kind of faded out a little bit, and they a little bit after powered up to their full potential. Very, very, very good sounds. This is pretty amazing. These sounds here are. That coffee is a little bit strong. Woo! Earlier, I was getting ready to do the flight. My first officer closed on me in the middle of doing the safety checks.
Forms.main row 1 column 2. Forms.main. Close slash checklist through edit multi-line 76 rapid disclose all CTRL plus.
I don't know why it's full to APU as well, but that's what it's doing right now.
1 6 rapid disclose all CTRL plus skip. Apple power established. Apple power established.
APU power established.
Apple power established. Set interior lights. Set interior lights. Set interior lights.
Setting interior lights.
Set interior lights.
Just kind of reading you what's kind of going on. Setting IRS selectors.
IRS mode selector set.
IRS mode selector set. Now we're completing the fire test. Test 1. 3 seconds for the next test. Here's the cargo fire test. Rule of thumb is 5 seconds. I love when someone calls you and your phone's trying to charge. And it's on the other side of the room.
CBR test completed. CBR test completed. Perform auto VRSPD test. Perform auto VRSPD test. Perform auto VRSPD test. Perform auto VRSPD test.
Oh God, this is ridiculous. I get so tired of this. Kept calling, dude. I didn't say nothing about you. I'm waiting to get message back.
Alright, I'm going to check out the aircraft.
Okay, perfect timing. Alright, so he's going around to check out the aircraft, so it's time for us to get our flight plan done here.
Microsoft Flight Simulator Ops 29.0.2 left parent. Forms.main row 1 column 2. Menu HTML D737 CD row 1 column 2. Normal menu HTML D730 menu blank 1 colon list FM 1 colon 1 colon 1 colon list FMC list greater 1 colon list FMC 1 colon list FMC list greater 1 colon list FMC list greater.
Oh, come on, TFM. Are you serious?
Forms.main row 1 column 2. Forms.main menu HTML D737 CD row 1 column 2. Menu HTML Explorer.
TFM just likes to freeze up on its own time.
Forms.main row 1 column 1. Menu HTML D737 CD row 1 column 2. Explorer. Edit cursor. Desktop list. Forms.main icon 1 of 8. Forms.main row 1 column 1. Forms.main. Edit cursor. Ops 29.0.2 left parent 60. Forms.main row 1 column 2. Ops 29.0. The pilot lounge dash team top 5. FSUI PC 7. Star untitled dash book back row. FSUI PC 7 colon sim. Microsoft Flight Simulator dash 1 point. HTML D737 CD row 1 column 1. Forms.main row 1 column 2. Ops 29.0. The pilot lounge dash team top 5 classic B 5.6. The pilot lounge dash team. Edit red only multi-line blank. Forms.main. Close slash checklist through edit. Normal cursor. Item HTML D737 CD row 1 column 2. Edit cursor. Explorer.
This is...
Folder view list TSS 7. Forms.main row 1. Item HTML Ops 29. FSUI PC. Star untitled FSUI PC. Microsoft Flight Simulator dash 1.31. Microsoft Flight Simulator dash.
TFM is completely crashed.
Topic flight razor central. Labs are using Windows Secure NVDA 99 Spectrum speaker. Folder view list. Turtle Beach 27. Twitch chat page. Topic flight monitor. Team viewer. Team top 5 classic 60. Topic flight monitor 64 of 69. Normal cursor. App start cursor.
Come
Normal cursor.
on.
App start cursor. Normal cursor. System tray list row 1 column 1. System tray list dialog. Icons on the system tray. Close slash checklist group. Edit LD line 326 for around semi. Full CTRL edit cursor. Forms.name. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.3 1.22 row 1 column 2. Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Yeah, TFM is
Folder view list.
crashed out.
Show desktop. User promoted notification. Razor Central. 2 apps are using Windows secure NVDA button. 99% spectrum setup. Speaker left there. Tray input. System block. Action center. 5 user promoted notification. Razor Central button. 2 apps are using your microphone button. Context menu.
Which is going to delay me to get this done before he gets back in. I hate when it does that. I don't know why it does it. It's so annoying.
Task manager. Task manager. List of items data grid. Task group in process colon. FSFO line next left row 1 column 1 through 10 1.
Cessna Echo Romeo uniform for 7-2 pushback request accepted.
No next review mode. Object review. Screen review. Apps left parent. FSFO line next. IPC interface. Microsoft. Notepad 0. Ops. Talking flight monitor. Task manager 6. Talking flight monitor 14.1%. Process colon. Talking flight monitor 3 line red only left row 6 column 1 through 10 with 1 rows and 10 columns level 1. Object review. Process colon. Talking flight monitor. Process colon. Talking flight monitor 3 line red only left. Forms.name. Close slash checklist group. Edit LD line 266. Forms.name. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.3 1.22 row 1. Item PMDD 737 CD row 1 column 3. Edit cursor. Explorer. Forms.name row 1 column 1. Normal. Forms.name. Close slash checklist group. Edit LD line selected 253 6 for walk around semi. Full CTRL plus alt. Ops 29.0.2. FSUIPC. Star untitled. FSUIPC. Item PMDD. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.3 1.22 row 2 column 3. Microsoft Flight Simulator. Folder view list. TSS phone 7. Turtle Beach 27 of 60. Twitch chat page. Talking flight monitor. Team viewer 50. Team talk 5. Talking flight monitor 64 of 6. With cursor. Normal pro. Open file. Run as administrator. Folder view list. Talking flight monitor 64 of 69.
Come on, TFM.
Daytona ground Cessna Echo Romeo uniform for 7-2 requesting the end
Normal
of
cursor.
pushback.
App start cursor. Normal cursor.
Cessna Echo Romeo uniform for 7-2 request to end pushback received.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.3 1.22. Microsoft Flight.
Nothing. This is so
Folder view
stupid.
list. Talking. System tray list. Talking flight monitor. Need now. Talking flight monitor. Left click left double click right click button press.
With
Unknown.
Quebec ready to taxi IFR.
Come on.
TFM.
Cessna Echo Romeo uniform for
Close slash checklist group. Edit LD line 1 done. Microsoft. Ops 20. FSUI. Star untitled. FSUIPC 7 colon. Forms.name row 1 column 1. Microsoft Flight Simulator. Microsoft.
Contact
Folder view list. Talking flight monitor.
20.7 with
Context menu. Open file. Run as administrator. Folder view list. Talking flight monitor 64 of 69. App start cursor. Normal cursor. Talking flight monitor. Close slash checklist.
Finally.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.3 1.4. Microsoft Flight Simulator.
short runway 7
Airport database loaded. Item PMDD 7. Item. Model 1 colon. Item. Model 1 colon. 7 map 2 colon. Plant. 3 plant 2 colon. Air dash 23 F23 MAR 23 slash 20. Red Air 1 colon. Red Air 2 colon. 4 dash. Red Airport 1 colon. Red Air 2 colon. 4 dash. Clear scratch with edit land.
Okay, so
Clear profession. Edit Red Air 1. Last 1 colon. Red Air 2 colon. 4 dash. Red Airport 2 colon. KDAB 20. Code 1 colon. KDAB KDL. Code 2 colon. App BBI.
there we go.
Plant slash R. Plant 1 colon. List of KDAB River. Plant 2 colon. KDL River. Plant 3 colon. Plant 2 colon. Plant 1 colon. KDAB Sidra 1 colon. Roy 707L. Microsoft Flight Simulator dash 1 forms major ops 20 FSUIP star untitled dashboard star untitled KDAB plant KDAB slash 07L 046 KDAB slash 1 Sid runway 1 colon Roy 707L Sid runways 1 colon Roy 707L CDU number 16 Sid runway 1 colon Roy 7 star untitled N046 DCT OCF DCT N046 F340 KDAB slash 07L N04 DCT OCF KDAB departure 1 slash Red plant 2 colon plant 1 colon Roy 7 L 07L Sid runways 1 colon Roy 7 L 0 CDU number 1 execute available CD
Okay, there's that.
origin ACT origin 1 colon KDAB KDL Code 2 colon app BBI 90 Code 1 colon origin test ACT RT 1 slash 3 origin 1 colon KDAB KDL Code 2 colon app BBI 90 ACT RT 1 slash 3 origin 1 colon KDAB KD Code 2 colon app BBI 90W runway 3 colon 07L request clear runway FLT plan 3 colon 07L request ACT RT 1 slash 3 ACT RT 1 Lip slash R1 plant 1 colon list of plant 2 colon KDDLR plant 1 stars approaches KDDL arrival stars 1 colon DPK reels star untitled dash notepad text KDAB slash 0 KDAB slash 07L 046 DCT OCF DC Canto DC 4 DC side DC CAF DC DP DP KB KB KDDL slash 06 KDDL slash 06 DPK 3 DPK DPK 3 KDDL arrivals 1 slash 3 dash PM DT KDDL arrival stars approach 1 colon DPK reels 06 plant 1 colon DPK reels 06 CDU number 1 execute stars approach 1 colon DPK 3 less elevator T slash S 1 colon deep stars approach 1 colon DPK 3 less elevator trans T slash 2 colon DPK slash operator trans 2 colon DP trans T 2 colon DPK less elevator on slash out CDU number 1 execute available CDU number 1
Alright,
execute
there
available
that is. Got that done. And now we will
At RT Lex 1 slash 274 degrees 60.9 nm 1 colon OCF 4 dash 274 degrees 60 MCP edit 305 MCP edit edit alt plus easel selection remove At RT Lex 1 slash 4 dash MCP altitude 10,000 feet star untitled dash book back star untitled dash plant 1 cruise side block fuel 24 altitude 34,000 ft At RT Lex 1 edit realm
34,000.
MCP altitude edit alt plus selection 34,000. Act RTE Lex 1/4. MCP speed 100. Indicator speed plus E selected 100. Selection removed. Act RTE Lex 1/ MCP speed 154. Act RTE Lex 1/201 colon OCF 4/6 dash.
Okay.
Refresh button. Clear scrap. Edit blank. Send button. Init ref rest.
Init ref.
Send button. Edit. Refresh button. Edit red only multi. First 1/2. G double 1 colon. Line 24.2%. Star untitled dashboard. Row 1 column 2. Star untitled altitude 34,000 FT. Altitude 34,000 F. Block fuel 20. Cruise size 74. 149,300 LPS. 4 9 comma 3. Perfect 1/2. Refresh. Clear. Edit blank.
Aircraft looks good.
Edit blank. Star untitled dashboard. Star untitled blank. KDA blank. 149. Cruise size 74. R U I S E space C I space 7. Perfect 1/. Edit blank. CDU number 1 execute key available. Execute key available. CDU number 1 execute key available. Execute key off.
Okay, there's that.
Blank. Clear. Perfect. Edit red only mode. N1 limit 1/. Take off red 1/. Flex 1 colon. Line degrees dash dash dash. Star untitled dashboard pattern. Microsoft Flight Forms main row 1 top forms
Oh
main.
crap.
Drop down menu. Configure support. Company. Buttons. Connect. Voice. Pause. Log out. Performance. Flow slash checklist. Root. Edit red only. Edit red only. Free of LTCHK. Before start flow. Before start. Start end. After start. Taxi CH. Before the C. Edit red only. Flows and checklist. Root. Free of LTCHK. Restart. Support. Company. Buttons. Buttons drop down. Pause. Performance. Left side. Left forward window beyond. Start engine button. After start. Taxi CH. Before the CH. Performance data root. Edit. 07L button. Left tag auto. Left tag auto. Combo box collapse. 34,000 button. Flight altitude 0 button. Digits. Cop. 30,000. 30,000. 29,000. 33,000. 34,000 button. Combo box collapse. Edit blank auto. Yes. Yes selected. Button. Left right director light on. Left FD master on. 1 selected. 5 10 4 10 select. Button. Combo box collapse. Edit blank 2 selected. Dash 1 selected. Button. Combo box collapse. Edit blank on selected. Edit selected 24,090. Edit selected 100. Edit selected. Edit selected 0 0. Edit selected 0. Edit selected. Edit selected 1. Edit selected 79. Edit selected KDDF 06 button. Combo box collapse. Full button. Combo box 25 30 40 40 0 button. Combo box collapse. Edit blank. 1 select 2 3. Edit selected 200. Edit selected 0. Edit selected 1029. Edit selected 2. Number SIMDRF button. Restart. Support. Buttons. Connect. Voice. Pause. Performance. Performance data root. Edit selected KDAD. GPW limited light off.
There we go.
0 left low light slow light on. Right low light slow light on. 4.
Got that
Left low light
done.
off. Right low light slow light off. 0 4
Let's
0 4. Forms not named. Take off red 1/2 dash PMDD 737 CD row 1 take off red 1/2 speed up 3 dash CD red 2 26 1 flex QR 8 1 line line degree dash dash perfect clear edit blank 0 4
Full up.
read trim disabled
Terrain.
clear perfect edit red only mode take off red 1 flex 1 colon 10 degree 142 greater 142 message 2 colon 98.0 slash 98.0 144 greater 100 CD 3 colon 24.2% 4.09 152 greater 100 CD 3 colon 24.2% 4.09 152 greater 152 24.2% 4.09
4.09.
trim elevator trim indicator for all plus E
Bank angle. Bank angle.
trim enable 4.05
Approaching minimums. Minimum
4.06 4.07 4.08 4.09 4.1
2,500.
0 error trim staff trim electric autopilot staff trim output press 0 staff trim normal 4.1 elevator trim indicator 4.10 plus T take off red 1/2 dash PMDD 737 0 4.1 act RTE Lex 1/2 1 colon OCF 321 274 1 colon OCF 3 2 colon cancel 0.70 3 colon 4.704 colon 5.705 colon CAMR RN 6 colon 1.0 slash 0 4.1 0 4.1 read trim disabled Land 4 land 5 96 colon select request
Wind shear. Wind shear. Too low. Terrain. Caution. Terrain.
land 4 land 5 96 colon select request reader land 6 colon select request reader left
CDU message display.
land 4 land 5
CRZ
6 colon
window
left
ready.
Low weather.
CDU number 1 execute key available execute
CDU
left FMC
message
light right
clear.
FMC light act RTE Lex 1/4 act RTE Lex 0 1 colon DPK.02 colon DLT 03 colon mat 3 4 colon 2 10 5 colon 5 line RNT select act RTE dash 1 colon can 1 done act RTE Lex 0 2 colon 0 3 4 colon 10 5 colon 5 line CDU number 1 execute CDU number act RTE 0 1 colon uniform dash 0 2 colon RW 0 3 colon left parent 4000 right parent 4 4 colon back 4 dash 6 dash hold at 5 colon back 4 dash act RTE Lex 4/4 act RTE Lex 1/4 201 colon OCF 324 slash FL 235 275 degrees act RTE Lex 1/4 275 degrees 60.3 nm act RTE Lex 271 colon OCF 324 slash FL 235 352 colon cancel 0.797 slash FL 340 0443 colon 4.791 slash FL 340 0374 colon 5.796 slash FL 3 4 colon 5.796 slash FL 03 colon 4.791 act RTE Lex 1/4 201 colon OCF 324 slash FL 235
All right, there we go. We got the leg pages all done. Our takeoff speeds are done. Our per minute page is done. Our route page is done. Departure, arrival, that's all done. We just need to go through our checklist and stuff now. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up the chat. 'Cause I think we
Restream chat
can.
469.
I think we'll be okay doing that.
Manager FM. Restream chat 469.
So let's go ahead and open up chat for you guys.
Photo. Open file. Run as administrator. Run as administrator. Folder view list. Restream chat 469. App start cursor. Normal cursor. App start cursor. Normal cursor. Restream chat row 1 column 1. App start cursor. Restream chat header clickable. Normal cursor 7%. Type message headed blank. Clickable menu button. Disable button. Enable button. Clickable type message headed.
As you know, I put in the email here in the
Normal cursor.
chat.
Unlock on.
So 737 flights@gmail.com. There is the email. There you guys go.
Forms.main row. XRT elect. Star title. Microsoft Flight Ops 29.0. Ops 20. Start virtual camp. Start recording checkbox not checked. Stop streaming checkbox checked. Forms.main.
We'll hide that.
Restream chat row 1 column 1. Restream chat document. Type of message headed. Forms.main.
Okay.
Restream chat row 1 column 1. Forms.main. Restream chat row 1 column 2. Restream chat row 1 column. Forms.main. XRT elect 1/4 HTML star title dashboard row 1 Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.3 FSUIT 7 console log row 2 FSUIT forms.main row 1 forms.main.
And I believe, let's take a look.
Before start CH messages reflect bottom reflect flow completed.
Pre-flight flow is completed, so we can go ahead and do our.
Edit only selected reflect flow.
Okay.
Close and check free FLTCH before start flow button. Before start CH before start flow button. Free FLTCH KLST button.
Pre-flight checklist.
Ready for the departure
XRT
briefing?
elect star title
All right, it will be a left seat takeoff from Kilo, Delta, Alpha, Bravo, 2, Kilo, Bravo, Delta, Lima. Taxi route is per ATC instruction. We'll be departing on runway 07, Lima. Climbing via the departure procedures to an
7
initial
left.
altitude of 34,000 feet. Standard reject and emergency procedures apply. Any questions?
No. Of course not.
Pre-flight checklist. Oxygen.
Tested.
Navigation transfer and display switches.
Normal and auto.
Window heat.
On.
Pressurization mode selector.
Auto.
Flight instruments.
Heading set altimeter set.
Parking brake.
Set.
Fuel control switches.
Cut off.
Checklist complete.
Okay, so that's complete.
Forms.main row 1 XRT elect 1/4 XRT elect 1/.
So I'll go here.
Selection remove. Plant 1 plant 2 plant 3 PM 4 plant 5 FS actions greater.
Right south 5 for FS actions.
Plant 3 left door cruise greater.
Left south 3 for
Left
doors.
left 1 left close door open door greater.
Left south 1 for
Left close
close.
door open door greater. Left 2 left open door open over 3 left open door open door greater.
We can refresh that.
Left
Go
2
back
left
one.
plant 4 left plant 5 right fuel plant 4 left push back engine number 1 low pressure right off left center fuel. Degree 3 no turn. 4 0 chops 5 left exit slash remove number engine number 2 center 5 space left X right tag off right reserve tag off left reserve tag off. Anti-dash deleted lights on.
He did not remove my chocks.
Flight deck door denied. Flight deck door auto. Ground power light off. Ground power not available. Chop select 5 left exit slash remove number. Chop select 5 left exit slash remove number. Chop select 5 left exit slash remove number.
Okay.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.3 forms.main row 1 column 3. Close and checklist proven. Free FLTCH KLST button. Free FLT. Edit. Close and checklist proven. Before the CH KLST button. Edit only selected. Reflect flow. Reflect flow. Reflect flow. Close and checklist proven. Taxi CH KLST button. After start flow button. Start engines button. Before start CH. Before start flow. Free FLTCH KLST button. Free FLT flow button. Free FLT. Before start flow button. Before start CH KLST button.
And we will be ready for departure. In order for us to push back,
Oh, I wanted to do
Folder
something.
view list restreamed. Person 1 dash process national port. PMDD offset. TACX 5069.
seatbelt fastened and
Open O. Open file run as administrator. Folder view list. TACX 5069.
We're gonna run with our packs too.
Razor central tooltip. Razor central tooltip.
So,
Level 67%.
going to be patient because it's going to want to board the passengers. I forgot about this.
will be passing to make their final safety checks before departure.
I love the sound. You guys are going. This is nice.
App start cursor.
These sounds are so much better.
TACX window. Normal cursor.
Again, I want to thank Declan for helping me out with that. I appreciate it, my friend. Thank you. And Josh for helping me make sure that I installed it correctly.
TACX.
Really appreciate that.
Toggle button not pressed. Menu toggle button not pressed. Press TACX dash main menu window. Button. Start flight button. Open F button. Manage careers. View records button. View awards button. Close TACX button. Start flight button. Flight plan mismatch dialog. No button. No plus F. Yes button. No plus Y. Press
Yes.
TACX dash start flight button. Fly with career mode checkbox not checked. Manage career.
And we are flying on BVI Airlines tonight.
Combo 5 6 map. PSI dash Gold Star International Senior Second Officer Johnny Hunt selected 2 of 2. BVI dash PSI dash Gold Star International Senior Second Officer Johnny Hunt selected 2 of 2. Selected button. Fly with career. Manage careers button. Edit KDAB. Edit KDDL. Edit BVI 90. Edit 34,000. Edit 2. Edit 23. Edit 0. Edit 28. Cancel button. Next button. Button. Slider 104. Aircraft is Y-5 equipped. Checkbox not checked.
Wi-Fi
Checked.
equipped,
Aircraft active. Checkbox
yes.
not checked. Checked.
And flight entertainment, of course, I'm flying.
Previous button. Next button. TACX dash start flight window. Button. Play boarding music check. Custom safety group. Cancer slash range check box check. Cancer wheel. Custom star. This flight number continues. Previous button. Start button. TACX dash start flight window. Menu toggle button pressed.
And there we go. So we got to get these.
Microsoft Flight Simulator dash 1 TACX bridge HUD. TACX bridge HUD.
The bridge HUD. I don't know why that's. I don't need that bridge HUD. So we're going to.
System break off in flight monitor. List item. Razor Central. TACX. Left click button. Left double click. Right click button pressed. The context menu. Show slash IS. Open interaction menu. Activate focal control. Toggle T. Cozy. Toggle T. Unknown.
There we go.
Text. Microsoft Flight Simulator. Microsoft Flight Simulator. Form submain row 1 column 2. Form pushback dash BMDT. Star untitled. FSUI PC7 console. FSUI PC7. Microsoft Flight Simulator dash 1.31.22.0 1 column 1. Microsoft Flight Simulator dash 1.31.22.0.
All right. So somebody was asking me about pushback and to help them understand how to do pushback with PMDG, that they couldn't get it to move, and they never did hear it say anything when they were wanting to push back. All right, so number one, you got to make sure you go through your checklist. Don't try to do it before it's don't try to do that before it's time. Okay.
Normal cursor.
Once you go through your pre-flight checklist, he does all the stuff. The before start flow. Once he does all that, you should hear an announcement about the flight and so on. And then from there, from the main menu, you're going to go and you're going to do right soft 5 for FS actions, left soft 4 for pushback, and then when you look down, you're going to see on line 2, I believe it's going to say straight. That's what you want it to say for a straight pushback. So then you go down to line 5 on the right soft 5. Make sure your chocks are undone. You'll know because it'll say, it'll say it right on the menu. As long as you got them. Okay, sorry about that. As long as you got. When you see if you see an X on line 5, it'll say less off 5X set. That means the chocks are set. So hit left off 5 to make sure that X goes away, and it just says set. And then on the right side, you'll see where it says X removed. That means the X represents what side it's on. Okay. If that's all right, you would hit right soft 5. Do a refresh, Alt R, or wait for it to refresh. I always speed it up and do it Alt R. And then if you do right soft 5, you'll do a left soft 5. But you should see on the menu, on line 5, it should say start on the left side. If it says start, then that means you're doing it right. Hit left soft 5, you should hear it talk. And then, you take ready for pushback, blah, blah, blah. Release parking brakes. Once he does that, then you can start your engines. So yeah. And then like I said, once you start pushing back, just go and start your engines. And you should know you should be good from there, and knowing what you're doing and whatnot. I love picking on my flight attendant. Watch this. We're gonna make her mad.
System tray list top flight list item. Razor Cent TACX. Left click button. Right click button. Press. The context menu. Show slash IS. Open interaction. Activate focal control. Open interaction menu.
Da 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 da. Da 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 da.
TACX dash interaction window. TACX dash interaction window. Button. Cancel button.
Watch.
Combo box expanded. Aircraft problem not select. Boarding status check not. Delay not selected for. Boarding status check not selected 3 of 8.
Boarding
Select the
status.
TACX dash button. Cancel button. OK button.
Hey, can we get our boarding status?
We're still boarding.
TACX.
Let us know if you need anything.
Okay, ready? Ready?
Toggle button not pressed. Toggle button not pressed. Toggle button not pressed. Toggle button pressed. Menu toggle button pressed. Button. Menu toggle button pressed. Not pressed. Menu toggle button not pressed. Toggle button not pressed. Toggle button not pressed. Toggle button not. Menu toggle button not pressed. Press TACX button. Combo box expanded. Aircraft problem not selected 2 of 8. Boarding status check not selected. Selected TACX button. Cancel button. OK button.
Hey, can we get our boarding status? Nothing's changed.
Nothing's changed. I like this other one too. Check this out. Check this out. Hold on. We still.
Button. Toggle button not pressed. Toggle button pressed. Menu toggle button pressed. Toggle button pressed. Not pressed. Menu toggle button pressed. Toggle button pressed. Toggle button not pressed. Toggle button not pressed. Toggle button not pressed. Menu toggle button pressed. Microsoft Flight Simulator at PACX row 1 column 2 PACX window menu. Microsoft Flight. List item. Razor set PACX. Left click button. Right click button pressed. The context menu. Show /IS. Open interaction menu. Activate vocal controller. Toggle button T. Pro C. Toggle button. Activate vocal controller.
Vocal control. What's this?
PACX vocal control window.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will be serving free
From the
dinner
flight deck,
tonight.
this is your captain speaking. Welcome on board our flight. We'll be
Oh, I
departing
didn't do
soon,
it.
and we're aiming for a smooth flight. Thanks for flying, and we'll keep you informed of any changes as they happen.
Menu toggle button pressed.
Hold on, folks.
Oxygen level 66%.
Hold on 1 second, guys. Sorry about that. All right, let's go ahead.
PACX. Toggle button pressed. Toggle button not pressed. Toggle button menu. Toggle button pressed. Menu toggle button pressed. Toggle button not pressed. Menu toggle button pressed. Not pressed. PAC button.
I think you're still boarding.
Aircraft problem. Boarding status check.
On behalf of the cabin crew, I'd like to welcome you aboard our flight. As you find your seat, be sure to place your larger carry-on items in the overhead bins and smaller items underneath.
Oh, we
the
might
front
be
of you.
ready. Hold
If you
on.
have trouble finding a location for
We
any of
might
your
be
carry-on
ready.
items, please use the flight attendant call button over your seat and somebody will assist you. If the overhead bin is full, please make sure you close it as a courtesy to other passengers. Please double check that all your items are put away so that the aisle is clear and other passengers can make their way to their seats. If you're in an emergency exit row, please read the exit seating responsibilities in the card in the seat back in front of you. If you're not able to comply with these actions, please let a flight attendant know so that way you can be reseated. Feel free to use your cell phones during the rest of the boarding process, but we do ask that laptops, tablets, and any other larger electronic devices are stowed once we depart from the gate. Thank you and welcome aboard.
Cancel button. OK button.
Hey, can we get a boarding status? We're still boarding. Let us know if you need anything.
She is not very nice, is she? Come on, lady.
Microsoft Flight Simulator. Forms main row 1 column 3. Forms main.
Well, you know what?
Start engines button. Before start CHK. Before start flow button. Before start CHKLSD button. Press.
We'll do a before
Before
start
start
checklist.
checklist.
Microsoft Flight Simulator. Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Flight deck door.
Closed and locked.
Fuel 10887 kilograms.
Check.
Passenger signs.
Set.
MCP. Speed 154. Heading 70. Altitude 34000.
Check.
Takeoff speeds V1 142. VR 144. V2 152.
Set.
CDU preflight.
Completed.
Rudder and aileron trim.
Free and 0.
Taxi and takeoff briefing.
Completed.
Anti-collision lights.
On.
Checklist complete.
That ain't the heading I wanted.
Forms main. Push back dash PM. Star title dashboard. FSUI PC7. FSUI Microsoft Forms. Push back dash PM. DC7. Push back dash PM. Selection. Tax RT. Lex 275 degrees 60.3 nm.
275.
MCP and heading selection removed. Tax RT. Lex 1. MCP and 275. MCP altitude 34,000 feet. MCP speed 154. Tax RT. Lex 1 /4 dash PM. DC 737. 1 plant 2 plant 3 PM 4 plant 5 FS actions greater. Plant 4 plant 5 return to 5 plant 5 plant 4 let's push back. Degrees 4 stop select 5 let's set /x movement greater. Plant 5 let's set /x movement greater. Degrees 4 0 select 5 let's start TPX 200 greater.
All right, so I'm just waiting for them to finish with the boarding and I can start it. Oh, speaking of that,
Folder view list PACX FS Airlines home FSTT installer FSTT live FS Realistic 68 Flight Simulator first office FS Grand Simulator FS Airlines 14 App start cursor FS Airlines normal cursor login button dash button login edit protected select plan edit selected flight server plan plan edit protect plan login button press dash button fair text up flight fly button press dash button fair exit button back button fuel up button total fuel colon 23,000 press dash button fair text fly button press
there we go.
fair text high speed approve button restream chat row 1 column 1 restream chat documents type message edit FS Airlines forms.name close and checklist proven force RCH KLST push back dash PMDD 737 CD row 1 column 2 Microsoft Flight Simulator dash 1 Scope off. Scope on. Scope off. Scope on. Scope off. Scope on.
This is a different view. And I don't know what.
Scope off. Scope on. Scope.
See that? That's a different view. I think it might be the. Really, I think it's the galley. Ladies and gentlemen, you need to hurry up and get in your seat or I'm going to leave you behind. I'll leave you standing outside the aircraft wondering why in the world did he not wait on me? Because you're being as slow as molasses. Now move it! Hoorah! Come on, you jackwagon.
Forms main row, push back dash DF, dash FSUITC7, FSUITC7 colon, Microsoft Flight Simulator dash 1.3.1.2.2.01, Microsoft Flight Simulator dash 1. System frame list not this item, FS Aero Razor Central, PACX, left click button, left double click, right click button, press, on context menu, show slash IS, open interaction menu, activate vocal controller, toggle left key, activate open interaction menu up. PACX dash interaction window, app start cursor, normal cursor. PACX dash interaction, button. Combo boxes, aircraft problem, boarding status check not selected, 3 of 8, selected PACX, button. Cancel button, OK button.
Hey, how's boarding going back there?
We're still boarding. Let us know if you need anything.
Oh my god, they're still boarding.
PACX, button. Toggle button, toggle button, toggle button, toggle button, press. Menu, toggle button, press. Toggle button, not press. Menu, toggle button, not press. Press. Toggle button, not press. Menu, toggle button, press. Combo. 2 seconds not selected, 3 of 4. 4 seconds, 4 of 4. 2 seconds not, 1 second not selected, 2 of 4. 2 seconds not selected, 3 of 4. Menu, toggle button, press. Toggle button, not press. Menu, toggle button, press. Toggle button, not press. Menu, toggle button, press. Toggle button, not press. Toggle button, not press. Toggle button, not press. Menu, toggle button, press. Toggle button, not press. Toggle button, not press. Toggle button, not press. Toggle, menu, toggle button, not press. PACX dash interaction window, button. Combo box expanded. Idle schedule not selected. Aircraft problem not selected. Boarding status check not selected. 3. Delay not selected. 4 of 8. Expedite boarding not selected. 5 of 8. Flight attendant request not selected. Public address not selected. 7 of 8. Seatbelt sign on not selected. 8 of 8. Public address. Flight attendant. Expedite boarding not selected. 5 of 8. Flight attendant request not selected. 6 of 8. Expedite. Flight attendant request not selected. 6 of 8. Expedite. Delay not selected. 4 of 8. Boarding status check not selected. Aircraft problem not selected. 2. Idle schedule not selected. 1. Aircraft problem. Boarding status check not selected. Delay not selected. 4 of 8. Expedite boarding not selected. 5. Delay not selected. 4 of 8. Selected PACX dash interaction window, button. Combo box expanded. Go round not selected. 2. Passenger incident not selected. Rejected takeoff not selected. Technical issue not selected. Traffic not selected. 6 of 8. Unknown not selected. 7 of 8. Weather not selected. 8 of 8. Unknown not. Traffic not. Technical. Rejected takeoff. Passenger incident not selected. 3 of 8. Selected PACX dash enter. Button. Combo box expanded. Very short left turn. 10 minutes right turn. Short left turn. 20 minutes right turn. Not selected. 2. Very short left turn. 10 minutes right turn. Not selected. 1 of 5. Selected PACX dash button. Cancel button. OK button.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, this is your captain speaking. Ladies and gentlemen, I have the unfortunate duty to inform you that due to a passenger-related situation, we're very slightly behind schedule. We do apologize for this flight inconvenience.
Alright, I've made up my mind. Shut the doors, folks.
Microsoft Flight Simulator dash 1.3.1.22. Forms main row 1 column 3. Push back dash DMDG 737 CD row 1 column 4. Push back dash DMDG 730. Microsoft Flight Simulator dash 1.3.1.2.0.
We're leaving them.
None lock off. None lock on.
Roger that. Ready for push straight back. Straight push. Here we go.
Alright.
2 knots ground speed. Push back dash DMDG 737 CD row 1 column. Forms main row 1 column 3. Forms main. Close the checklist. Start engine button. After start flow button. Start engine press.
We're ready to go when you are.
Starting engine 2.
Microsoft Flight Simulator. Microsoft Flight Simulator dash 1.3.1.2.0.
Perfect timing.
Good evening, ladies and
'Cause I was
gentlemen,
leaving.
and welcome aboard Flight 09, with service to Connecticut. Our flight time will be
Engine number
roughly
2, low pressure,
2
low.
hours and 23 minutes. Now that the cabin door is closed, please make sure that all devices are in airplane mode
Engine
and
number
your
2
large
valve light closed.
devices
Engine
are
number 2
now
valve light
shut
closed.
down
Engine number
and
2 valve light
stowed.
transit. Engine number 2
Please
valve light
fasten your
transit.
seatbelt and make sure
Engine
that
number
all
2 valve light
tray
closed. Engine
tables,
number 2 valve light closed.
and
Engine
seats are in
number 2
full
valve light
upright and
closed.
locked position
Number
for
2 valve
departure. Cabin crew, prepare cabin for departure.
Microsoft Flight Simulator dash
Ladies and
1.3.1.2.0.
gentlemen, please direct your attention to the front of the aircraft for a safety demonstration.
Number 2 starter off.
When the seatbelt light is on, please make sure that your seatbelt is fastened low and tight across your lap. To fasten, insert the metal fittings into one another. Tighten by pulling on the loose end of
Drive
the
number 2
strap.
let off.
To release your seatbelt, lift the
Engine number
upper
12.
portion of the buckle. In the event that the seatbelt light
Engine
is
tube
not
cutout.
on, we suggest that you keep your seatbelt fastened in case of unexpected turbulence.
Starting engine
Please
1.
take a few moments to now locate one of the several emergency exits on this aircraft. In some cases, your nearest exit may be behind you. In case of an emergency and we need to evacuate the aircraft, there is lighting on the floor that will guide you towards the exit. In the event that the cabin loses pressure, an oxygen mask will drop right in front of you. To start the flow of oxygen, pull the mask towards you. Place it firmly over your nose and mouth and secure the elastic band behind your head. Tighten the strap if necessary and breathe normally. Although the bag does not inflate, oxygen is flowing to the mask. If you are traveling with a child or someone who requires assistance, secure your mask first and then assist others. Leave your mask on until a member of the crew advises you it's safe to remove it. In the unlikely event of a water landing, a life vest is located in a pouch under your seat or between the armrests. When instructed to do so, open the plastic pouch and remove the vest. Slip it over your head. Wrap the straps around your waist and buckle at the front. Pull the strap to tight. To inflate the vest, pull firmly on the red cord only when exiting the aircraft. If it doesn't inflate automatically, you may blow into the mouthpiece for manual inflation. This vest is equipped with a whistle and a light, so this position can be used as a secondary protection device. Please make sure to exit the aircraft as soon as possible and leave your belongings. Please securely stow all personal items. Make sure your seatbelts are fastened and seat backs and tray tables are all in their full upright position. We remind you that
All
this
engines
is a non-smoking flight, and that
Check the door.
includes vaping, tampering with, disabling, or destroying the smoke detectors located in the lavatory is strictly prohibited by law. All of this information can be found in the safety card located in the seat back in front of you. Please read it and let a cabin member know if you have any questions. Thank you for flying with us. Jen, we hope you enjoy your flight.
Engine number 1 con. Engine number 2 con. Taxi light on. Taxi on. Dome lights off. Dome lights dim. Microsoft Flight Simulator. Transponder mode off. Transponder mode off /A. Flex and transit light on. Flex 1. Flex 1. Microsoft Flight Simulator -1.3 Forms.main row 1 column 2 Forms.main close and checklist grouping after start flow button flex and transit light off flex extended light on PAC explosive flex 2 flex 4 flex and transit light on flex extended light off flex 9 flex and transit light off flex extended light on Forms.main Microsoft Flight Simulator -1.3
Okay.
Forms.main row 1 column 2 Forms.main close and checklist grouping after start flow button PAC explosive taxi CHKLST button press
Taxi checklist.
Microsoft Flight Simulator -1.3
Generators.
On.
Probe.
On.
Anti-ice.
Set.
Isolation valve.
Auto.
Engine start switches.
Continuous.
Recall.
Check.
Auto brakes.
RTO.
Flight control. Full left. Full right.
Straight back
Full back.
and forward.
Full forward.
Check.
Ground equipment.
Clear.
Checklist complete.
Microsoft Flight Simulator -1 flaps 10
Everything looks good.
Forms.main pushback back jump to runway row 2 column 1 PAC explosive runway lift airport code at land
The cabin is ready.
6 runway loaded runway list 07 semi use colon no semi heading 16 semi use colon no semi heading 07 no semi use colon no semi heading Microsoft Flight Forms pushback dash PM star title dash book star title 104 cruise size 74 100 plan KDAV/07 LN 046 340 jump to runway row 1 column 2 runway list 07 semi heading 07 no semi use colon no semi heading crew colon 65.079 semi wind colon 10,498 semi star title dash notepad text editor multi line KDAV/07 LN 046 340 DCDOC DCD handle slash star title dash notepad Microsoft Flight Simulator -1.3 Num lock off num lock on runway 07
Please note the cabin lights will be dimmed for departure and landing.
target
If
radar
you require additional lighting,
3 knots
there is a
ground speed.
reading light on the panel above you.
3 knots ground speed
Slow down.
0 knots ground speed
There we go.
star title dash book Forms.main row 1 column 3 close and checklist group before the CHKLST button press
Before takeoff checklist.
Microsoft Flight Simulator
Flaps.
1.3
Set.
Stabilization trim.
Set.
Checklist complete.
I do gotta get stabilization.
Flight attendants prepared for takeoff.
Num lock on left retractable landing light extend left retractable landing light target brake off right face landing light on left attitude down 1 right runway trim enabled position lights off position lights strobe flash screen trim disabled right 1 2 knots ground speed.
$14 knots. 18 knots. 23 knots. 28 knots. 34 knots. 40 knots.
Speed alive.
Check.
46 knots.
Auto throttle servos on. Right flight director right on. Right FD master on.
54 knots. 69 knots.
80 knots.
Auto throttle servos
Check.
on.
85 knots. 99 knots. 114 knots. 126 knots.
V1. Rotate.
139 knots.
V2.
Up 1, up 2, up 3, up 4,
149
up 5, up 6, up
knots.
7, up 8.
Airborne. 159
Positive
knots.
right.
Gear
Up
up.
9, up 10, up 11, up 12.
Gear up.
Nose gear transit light on. Left gear transit light on. Right gear transit light on. Nose gear right light on. Up 13. Up 12. Up 13, up 14, up 6, up 7, up 8, up 19.
approach BVI
Right
pilots
gear transit light
9
on.
Delta
18,
Whiskey is
up
type
17.
1 miles
Nav.
northeast of Daytona 300
Right
feet.
light on.
Request
Up
clearance
15.
to
Autopilot.
transition
Left
Charlie
transit light on. Left
airspace.
transit light on.
LNAV
CMD
on.
light on. CMD up 2,
VNAV
left
on.
4, left
Command
5,
A
left
on.
6, left 8, up 2,
Flaps up.
left 4, left 14. Left attitude mode disabled. Left transit light on. Left transit light on. Attitude up 2, left, attitude mode disabled. Left to motion. Left extend. Gear up 9. Form stop main roll 1 column 2.
306
Form stop main.
BVI
Left 1.
pilots.
Close. Edit
Acceleration altitude.
Mode check is moving after takeoff. CHK press flaps 0.
After takeoff
Microsoft Flight
checklist.
Simulator Dash 1. Microsoft Flight Simulator Dash 1.3.
Engine
Left ram door light off. Left ram door light off.
Packs.
Auto.
Left transit light on.
700 feet.
Landing gear.
Clear to the Charlie
2,000 feet.
Up and off.
Left transit light off.
Flaps.
Up no lights.
Checklist complete.
193 knots indicated. Engine number model.
Clear
Number
through the Charlie airspace
Auto
BVI
takeoff.
pilots.
LNAV light off.
9
Auto roll off.
Delta
LNAV light off.
Whiskey.
LNAV light off. LNAV light off.
LNAV is on. We are good.
2257 PASL. 212 knots indicated.
And we are on our way, folks. That wasn't bad. I still, like I said, I need to get the setting done on my yoke to, I mean, it's just too sensitive. But really, I might be able to work with it because notice I did a lot better that round. Engines are much, much quieter, aren't they? You really don't hear them engines until you're up to about 40 knots or so. So they really, especially from being at the front of the, when you're in the cockpit and engines are back behind the wings, you really don't hear them as much as you would if you're back in the
4,000 feet.
with the passengers. Well, behind the wing, in front of the wings, you can hear them back there, but it's not that loud.
4547 PASL. Distance to descent colon 900/0:3:41:16.
So
BVI
we're,
pilot,
5,000 feet.
Niner Delta Whiskey. You're leaving my airspace radar service terminated. Squawk 1200. Frequency change approved.
all right, so we are,
Distance to descent colon 899/0:3:43:44.
Frequency change approved BVI pilots. 9 Delta
6,000 feet.
Whiskey.
it's probably going to be about
Daytona approach BVI pilots 9 Delta Whiskey.
2.5 hours or give or take a little bit.
6,100 feet. Request flight following.
BVI pilot, Niner Delta Whiskey Daytona approach. Squawk
7,000 feet.
0544.
Of course, we just took off from Daytona.
Squawk 0544 BVI pilots. 9 Delta Whiskey.
Squawk 0544.
BVI pilot, Niner Delta Whiskey radar contact 3 miles southeast of 2 Foxtrot Alpha 17,500 feet. Altimeter
8,000 feet.
30.09er.
Roger BVI pilots. 9 Delta Whiskey.
BVI pilot, Niner Delta Whiskey. Contact Jacksonville Center on 134.0.
9,000 feet.
Good day.
Going to 134.0 BVI pilots. 9 Delta Whiskey.
Comma colon 134.0.
Jacksonville Center BVI pilots. 9 Delta Whiskey. 9,500 feet.
BVI pilot, Niner
10,000 feet.
Passing 10,000 feet.
Left retractable landing light extend. Left retractable landing light retract. Left retractable landing light extend. Left retractable landing light retract. Left fixed landing light off. Right fixed landing light off. Landing off. Left runway turn off. Light off. Right runway turn off. Light off. Taxi off.
We are on our way, folks. On our way.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now passed 10,000 feet. You may turn on larger portable electronic devices. This is also a reminder to please keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the duration of the flight and do not form a line near the lavatories. This aircraft is equipped with onboard Wi-Fi. If you wish to connect to the Wi-Fi, you will be required to pay a small fee. We do offer complimentary in-flight TV thanks to our partners. Connect to the Wi-Fi to find out more information.
Frontier Flight 1075 heavy descent and maintain 14,000 feet. Climb and maintain flight level tree 80 exigent tree 70. Descend and maintain 14,000 feet Frontier Flight 1075 heavy. Exigent tree 70 contact Jacksonville Center on 1 tree 4.4.
Stand by,
Good
folks.
day. Frontier Flight 1075 heavy climb and maintain flight level 240. 1 tree 4.4 for exigent tree 70. Climb and maintain flight level 240 Frontier Flight 1075 heavy. Delta 2576 keep speed not above 280 knots. Keep speed not above 280 knots. Delta 2576. Sun Country Tree 46 climb and maintain flight level 280.
14,000 feet.
Climb and maintain flight level 280 Sun Country Tree 46. Sun Country Tree 46 contact Jacksonville Center on 1 tree 4.4. Good day.
$15,000 feet.
1 tree 4.4 Sun Country Tree 46. Delta 2576 descend and maintain 13,000 feet. Jacksonville Center Avion Express 8401
16,000 feet.
is at 9,600 feet, descending 9,400 feet. Avion Express 8401 Jacksonville Center altimeter tree 0.10 continue to Cosmo as planned. Avion Express 8401 contact Orlando approach on 124.8. Good day. Frontier Flight 1075 heavy
17,000
contact
feet.
Jacksonville Center on 1 tree 4.4. Good day. Jacksonville Center American 1045 flight level tree 00. American 1045 Jacksonville Center. Continue to TYFTR as planned. Descend and maintain 13,000 feet, Delta 2576.
18,000 feet.
Transition altitude.
Altimeter holding 1013,
Check.
75 inches knot.
Going to 1 tree, 4 decimal for Frontier Flight 1075 heavy. Spirit Wings 1778 heavy climb and maintain flight level 240.
19,000 feet.
Climb and maintain flight level 240 Spirit Wings 1778 heavy. BDI pilots Niner Delta Whiskey contact Jacksonville Center on 1 tree 4.4. Good day.
1 tree 4.4 for BDI pilots Niner Delta Whiskey.
Combat hold 104.12.
Jacksonville Center BDI pilots
20,000
Niner
feet.
Delta Whiskey flight level 200.
22,000 feet.
American 426 climb. Climb and maintain flight level 250 Southwest 2027. Southwest 1975, have the traffic. Climb and maintain flight level 240 Frontier Flight 2431.
Feet. Oxygen level 67%.
United 1358 descend and maintain flight level 220. Descend and maintain flight level 220, United 1358.
24,000 feet.
American 426 descend and maintain flight level tree 00. ADI pilots 9er Delta Whiskey traffic is 8 o'clock 4 miles at flight level 220 generic. Report them in sight. Southwest 19er 75 descend and maintain 17,000 feet.
BDI pilots 9er Delta Whiskey traffic in sight.
$25,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 17,000 feet Southwest 1975. American 1045 descend and maintain flight level tree 00. Delta 1 tree 11 descend and climb and maintain flight level tree 00. American 1045. Southwest 19er 75 traffic is 11 o'clock 4 miles at flight level 260. Report them in sight.
26,000 feet.
ADI pilots 9er Delta Whiskey traffic is 3 o'clock 2 miles at flight level 225 generic. Report them in sight. Sun Country Tree 46 climb and maintain flight level tree 80.
BDI pilots 9er Delta Whiskey have the generic in sight.
American 426 climb. Southwest 19er 75 have the traffic. Delta 17 tree descend and maintain flight level 260. Exit 59er 8 climb and maintain flight level tree 80. American climb and maintain flight level tree 80 Sun Country Tree 46. Delta 1 tree 11 descend and maintain flight level tree 50.
27,000 feet.
Climb and maintain flight level tree 80 exit 59er 8. Descend and maintain flight level 260 Delta 17 tree.
All right, folks.
27,531 feet.
Going to 1 tree.
28,000
Still working on our
1580.
climb to our cruise altitude here.
Distance to the set code 822/0:1:47:45.
And maintain flight
And
level
that puts us at right now an hour and 47 minutes.
29,000 feet.
American 2833 climb and maintain. Star check 414 climb and maintain flight level 280.
This sound pack is amazing.
Frontier flight 1015 heavy climb and maintain flight level 380. American 2833 climb and maintain flight level 370.
30,000 feet.
Climb and maintain flight level 380. Frontier flight 1015 heavy.
Microsoft Flight Simulator Crash 30,275 DASL. 300 knots indicated. 30,341 DASL.
We're at 30,000.
300 knots indicated.
300 knots indicated.
1417 feet per minute.
Climbing at 1417 a minute. Cruise altitude for this flight is flight level 340.
426 descent and maintain flight level 300. Generic 24 whiskey descent and maintain 12,000 feet.
31,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 12,000 feet. Generic 24 whiskey. Generic 24 whiskey descent and maintain 2,000 feet. Jacksonville Center Frontier Flight 1759er Heavy is passing flight level 330, climbing flight level 330. Frontier Flight 1759er Heavy Jacksonville Center. Continue to cap out as planned.
32,000 feet. Unknown cursor.
Descend and maintain 2,000 feet. Generic 24 whiskey. Exejet 59er 8 climb and maintain flight level 390. Generic 24 whiskey. You are 18 miles southwest. Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect vectors visual runway tree to approach. Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect vectors visual runway tree to approach. Generic 24 whiskey.
Yeah. See, with this sound pack, you can actually go through the plane where the passengers are, but I don't know how you set that up.
Above your assigned altitude. Descend and maintain flight level
Connection timed out. See the TFM log for more details. Please restart TFM to continue. 33,219 DASL.
BVI pilots Niner Delta Whiskey traffic is 9 o'clock 3 miles at flight level 370 generic. Report them in sight.
BVI pilots Niner Delta Whiskey traffic in sight.
Sun Country Tree 075 climb.
945 feet per minute.
Descend and maintain flight level 240 Frontier Flight 2431.
From the flight deck,
Stand by,
we've
stand by.
reached our cruising altitude. The flight attendants will begin their service shortly. In the meantime, please keep your seatbelts fastened as turbulence can occur at any time. Again, welcome aboard.
34,000 feet. Seatbelt selector off.
The captain has turned off the seatbelt sign. You're free to get up and use the lavatories.
Sun Country
However,
Tree
we ask that you do
075
not
and
form a
maintain
line at
flight
the front of
level
the aircraft.
380. American 1045 descent and maintain flight level 300. Descend and maintain flight level 300. American 1045. Sun Country Tree 075 climb and maintain flight level 380.
So right now we are doing a flight for BVI. And just remember, if you would ever like to join BVI Airlines, we do not turn away anybody as long as you are responsible and mature and all that good stuff, you are more than welcome to submit an application with us, and we'd love to have you on the team. I really wish, man, there's got to be a way. Whoa, I did that. Almost did a boo-boo there, fellas.
TC scroll lock.
Going to 133.7 American 1045.
In a few moments, our lovely flight attendants will be starting our in-flight service. We'll be serving complimentary drinks and snacks. Premium drinks are available for a small charge. Please note we only accept credit cards.
BDI pilots 9er Delta Whiskey contact Jacksonville Center on 133.7. Good day.
133.7
YTFM.
BDI pilots 9er Delta Whiskey.
Hi, first time watching live.
Jacksonville Center BDI pilots 9er Delta Whiskey. flight level 340.
YTFM. Hello. Welcome to the live stream. Glad to have you. Hopefully you guys can see the screen. I don't got it messed up here. I don't know what it's showing. I don't know what this is showing you guys. I don't know what that view there is. That definitely is not the cockpit. I don't know what that is.
132.3 for Delta 2600.
If you notice, the sound is much different. That's how I know it's not the same as the cockpit.
Descend and maintain flight level.
There we go.
317.
Alright, so we are...
Jacksonville Center, Sun Country Tree 46 is passing flight level tree 80, climbing flight level tree 80. Sun Country Tree 46, Jacksonville Center, continue to Alpha Lima Oscar.
Alright, let's...
33,990
We're at cruise altitude. 269
YTFM.
knots.
What caused that warning about a minute ago?
Jacksonville Center on 132.3. Good day.
Oh, you mean this warning. That there was because I hit the stick on my other controller, my Xbox controller sitting here beside me. I don't use it, but I use it to navigate the menus. And I hit it with my finger, the left stick on the controller, and that will control the yoke. It'd be no different than if I push forward on this yoke right here. Let me show you what.
American 1045 traffic is
Now watch when I push forward on my regular yoke here.
Report them in sight.
Command A on.
See? So that's what that was. Alright, so we're gonna go to the leg page here for a minute.
Going to
223, okay.
We'll begin our cabin service. We have a number of complimentary drinks and snacks, as well as meals and spirits
Microsoft Flight Simulator Dash 1. MCP altitude 250
All
feet.
purchases
Flight
must be
16
made
permit.
with a credit
265
card
knots
and
in.
are unable to accept
MCP
cash.
altitude. Intervene button. Lean button. Mode plus E. Intervene button. Lean button. Mode. Microsoft Flight Simulator Dash 1.3 1.2.
Alright, there we go. Alright, so we've got
Distance to descent code 737/0 code 1 code 19 code 28.
an hour and 19 minutes till descent. A lot of traffic tonight. Lots of traffic.
Exit 317, your flight 8 miles northwest. Descend and maintain 1,900 feet. Expect ILS runway, tree 2 approach via Charlie Romeo Golf transition. Clear to Charlie Romeo Golf. Frontier Flight 1015 heavy traffic is 9 o'clock 4 miles at flight level 410 generic. Report them in sight. Exit 317 descend and maintain 1,900 feet. Generic 212 traffic is 9 o'clock 4 miles at flight level 380 Airbus A20N. Report them in sight.
I hope you guys are enjoying the videos that we are streaming here on our live streams. Of course, we've had some, we've had some ups and downs with stuff not working, and we had to end the flight in the middle of a live stream and all that. Trust me, I hate doing that. But hopefully we've got things worked out now. Everything seems to be working good. Wind is 254. Holy sh! Wind. No, I'm reloading TFM. There's no way that's accurate. Let's restart TFM. That's giving me a crazy wind report. There's no way. No way.
Loading airport database. Current aircraft code PMDG 700. 6.51. Airport database loaded. Gravity Georgia, United States. Eastern Standard Time.
Going over Georgia.
Flight code 254, 144 knots. Just 0 knots.
It says the wind is 254 at 144, 144 knots. How in the heck? No way. Something's wrong. Minus 53 degrees.
Minus 96 feet per minute.
126.75 for BDI pilots 9 Delta Whiskey.
126.75
for Frontier Flight 1015 Heavy.
Gravity Georgia, United States. Gravity Georgia, United States.
YTFM. What is TFM?
Yeah, so TFM, that is what you're hearing in the background. Well, you're hearing my reader, the reader that tells me what's on the screen to manipulate my controls in the cockpit. And TFM is what allows us to do that. It gives us the information coming from the different panels inside of the cockpit. So our CDU, our FMC, our flight management display, our flight management computer, our display units, all that stuff is being read by TFM. And then we have hotkeys with TFM, Talking Flight Monitor, that will allow us to manipulate the different panels throughout the cockpit. So we've got a speed panel, we've got altitude, heading, vertical, we've got weather, we've got then we got all the different waypoints on the leg page. We got a leg page, we got a takeoff page, we got a descent page. So yeah, that's what allows us to be able to fly these different airplanes. So hopefully that gave you a good enough description on that. Let's see.
120.85 for BDI pilots Niner Delta Whiskey. Jacksonville Center, BDI pilots Niner Delta Whiskey flight level 340.
Alright, let's see where we are currently at. Long, Georgia. Okay. Yeah, I appreciate you checking out the channel. Hopefully you are able to enjoy the flight here. All right.
Center tanks below 1,000 pounds.
Left center, fuel pump off. Center, left fuel pump off. Right center, fuel pump off. Center, right fuel pump off.
Alright, center pump off, left off, right off.
Total fuel hold 18,185.8 pounds.
18,000 pounds remaining for this flight, which is plenty enough, for sure.
Flying towards the United States. Flying towards the United States. Richmond Hill towards the United States. 2.4 nautical. English left there. American Samoa right there. US. Microsoft Flight Simulator dash 1.3 knots. Flight hold 257 156 knots. Just at 0 knots. 0 feet per minute. Minus 3 feet per minute.
Don't really have a lot of turbulence, but that wind is definitely, it's not accurate at all. That can't be. It's saying the wind is 154. There's no way. 156 rather. I want to see something.
YTFM. Yes, I'm enjoying and thanks for explaining. Pardon my ignorance. Where did the weather info come from? Is it possible to talk to ATC?
No, we can't, not able to talk to it, not yet. Maybe at some point that might be an option. But let me see here. So, okay. So the weather, TFM grabs the weather from the actual weather panel on the inside the cockpit, and it will give us what the temperature is, providing us with temperature, wind speed, and direction. And there's been a lot of stuff done with weather with TFM. It's came a long way. We used to not be able to grab weather at all, but of course the weather that we're reading, 2020, you know, it goes off of real weather, live weather, and of course 2020 also has, you know, I've got my settings for live players. So if there's an airplane in the air, let's say coming from Louisville, Kentucky, going to, I don't know, Indianapolis, and we see it in the air, some of them planes are actual real flights, and it's simulating those planes being in the air because they really are. So it's really cool what 2020 has done with their live stuff. It's but yeah, so I'm amazed that it says that the weather is that. When it's saying wind is 162 knots, I can't see that being accurate. I think there's something wrong right there. But maybe it is, and the plane's just flying that good. But I would think that there's something off. Minus 52 degrees outside the airplane. We've had some pretty good flights here. Last few flights that we've done, we did a flight from Detroit to Miami 2 nights ago. No, last night we did a flight from Detroit to Miami, and we had a really good landing with that. Tonight we did one from, or earlier today we did one from Miami to Jamaica. That one went really well, and now we're doing one. Let's see, what was it? Yeah, to Jamaica. Now, this one is, what was the name of this airport? Let me see.
KBDL/06. KBDL/06. Land 60/L. L.
KDBL.
Microsoft Flight Simulator Dash 1.31.22.0.
What is the airport code? KBDL. Oh yeah, Bradley International is where we're going now. We left Daytona Beach, Florida, headed to Bradley International. That's where we're headed. And I'm hoping for another good landing. These things usually have pretty smooth landings.
34,011 PASL. 266 knots indicated.
Okay, let's see here. Time-wise, an hour and 2 minutes, folks. So just sit back, relax, enjoy the flight, enjoy the sounds, and we'll be starting our descent before you know it. Again, I want to thank you for being over here with us on BBI Pilots. It means a lot to me. It's you here to view us is what matters. You are what keeps this channel motivated, and I just want to thank you for that. I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. I truly do. Stand by 1 minute, folks.
Going to 124.7 BBI Pilots 9er Delta Whiskey. Jacksonville Center BBI Pilots 9er Delta Whiskey flight level 340.
Give me 1 second, guys. Be right back with you.
Decimal Niner, 5 BDI pilots, Niner Delta Whiskey.
Common Cold 137.95.
Atlanta Center, BDI pilots, Niner Delta Whiskey flight level tree 40. Decimal 45 for BDI pilots, Niner Delta Whiskey.
Common Cold 133.45.
Jacksonville Center, BDI pilots, Niner Delta Whiskey flight level tree 40. .7 for BDI pilots, Niner Delta Whiskey. Jacksonville Center, BDI pilots 9er Delta Whiskey flight level 340. Going to 133 for 5 BDI pilots, 9er Delta Whiskey. Jacksonville Center, BDI pilots 9er Delta Whiskey flight level 340. BDI pilots 9er Delta Whiskey have the Airbus A20N in sight. Going to 128.7 BDI pilots 9er Delta Whiskey. Jacksonville Center, BDI pilots 9er Delta Whiskey flight level 340. 108.475 for BDI pilots Niner Delta Whiskey.
Comma code 118.47.
Washington Center BDI pilots Niner Delta Whiskey flight level tree 40.
Let's check our distance here. Sorry about that. I had to step away for a second.
Distance to descent code 441/0
50 minutes till descent. But yeah, give me one second. I'll be right here with you guys. So hopefully you'll be here for the landing. I believe it's going to be a good landing, good descent. Let's check the weather. I don't understand this wind. Well, the wind's going down. It's at 111 knots now. So that's much better than what it was.
Minus 16 feet per minute.
Minus 16.
Minus 20 feet per minute.
Minus 20.
Minus 20 feet per minute. Minus 23 feet per minute. Minus 23 feet per minute. Minus 26 feet per minute. 34,000 feet ASM. Minus 26 feet per minute. Minus 30 feet per minute. Minus 23 feet per minute. Minus 20 feet per minute.
Yeah, getting quite a bit of turbulence, so I guess the wind could be that. So hold tight just for a second, and I'll be right with you, YT.
YTFM is the wind reading, the wind speed or wind on the ground.
135.5 BBI pilots, 9er Delta Whiskey.
Comma full 135.50.
Washington Center BDI pilots 9er Delta Whiskey flight level tree 40.
All right, folks, we're going to see if we can land this airplane here in a few. Got 38 minutes till descent. Martin, North Carolina is where we're at right now. Wind is 271 at 88 knots. So wind has gotten much better improvement. So I'm glad for that. Got better.
YTFM. There was something passing by outside the window just now. So cool if that was one of the real planes you mentioned.
Oh, did you see something outside the window? Okay. Very cool. I'm not sure what view it's giving you guys. If it's giving you a front view or if it's giving you a side view. I don't know. I'd like to have a front window view for you, but I don't know. I think it might be this. Either this one or that one is a front view, but I don't know 100%.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.31.22.0.
So just a little bit of information for some people. I got reading questions through email and stuff, and somebody wanted to know a little bit about myself, where I started at compared to where I'm at today. So I jumped in doing the flying thing about it's definitely been over 2 years now. So I got over 2 years of simming experience in these different airplanes. 737.
We had a captain's view looking towards the middle of the windows.
Oh, did I take it off that view? Let me see here. I think I can get you back to default view. That should be a default view there, I think. So yeah, I started out flying the smaller airplanes, and I don't mind flying the small stuff, but I really like flying these bigger airplanes. The 737,
YTFM.
the 74.
Now we look at the throttles only.
Oh, okay. You let me know when it's okay. Okay, we're gonna try to fix this. Tell me what this is. What view is that? And that's not even in the cockpit, I don't think. I think this is like a galley view or something. I'm just curious what that view is.
VDI pilots Niner Delta Whiskey have the traffic.
Oh, stand by. Alright, so does that give you a window view there?
YTFM. Yes, now we have the captain's view straight forward.
Okay, right here. I want to make sure we're on the same thing. So tell me one more time. That is a captain's view right there.
VDI pilots Niner Delta Whiskey traffic in sight.
if not, I know what to do to get it back. I can just switch back and forth, and I think
YTFM. It also seems there is a little delay between my posting a message and your reader reading it.
yeah, there is. There is a bit of delay. But that there's giving you the captain's view, correct? Just give me a yes one more time. But yeah, I've been in the sim for a while, and my favorite planes are the 737. I usually fly the 737 900 extended range.
No, the view we have now is of some switches on the roof.
Oh, okay, I know what to do. Here we go. Okay, now, how about that right there? Does that make it a front view? We'll get that. You just gotta work with me, and we'll get it straightened out. But did that give you, or did that put it back at the same thing? I believe I can hit control space, and it will line it up in the middle. I believe that's a center view. If I do that right there, does that give you that should give you a front view right there? Should, but I'll wait for you to confirm that. I got to get with somebody to set up my different views. That way I know what's what. I'd really like to give you guys a really good window view. Like I can give you these temporary things I can do is like that there and that there, side views. And then that should go back to the middle. That should be a captain view there, I think. If that's not the captain view, I think I know which one it is. I think it's the control 5.
YTFM. It momentarily gave us the view you questioned about earlier, then it went back to the roof switches.
Oh, okay. How about right there?
132.55 BBI pilots, 9er Delta Whiskey.
That is
Washington Center BBI pilots, 9er Delta Whiskey.
that there is view 5.
YTFM. Yes, now we have the captain's view straightforward.
Okay, so control 5 will give me captain's view if I ever get on a different view. Okay. Yeah, these other ones, when I do this, that's me just holding control left arrow and control right arrow. And then I go like that and it goes back to captain's view. I think tomorrow you guys might want to make sure you got your notifications set to always. I believe tomorrow I will be going on live ATC, so I'll be going on VATSIM, talking to the live ATC and getting control and all that stuff. I believe I'm ready to do that with 2020. I know enough here that, if they need me to vector, I know how to do that. If they need me to change headings, I know how to do that. If they need to change altitudes, I can do that. I'm at that point now on 2020. I'm comfortable enough, I believe, that I can go ahead and start doing live ATC, which means I'll be communicating with the ATC, kind of like what you're hearing now, only to be real people. It won't be a recording. Let's go ahead and take a look at our time till descent.
Brandon Armstrong. I will go on Batsim too.
Alright, we got 29 minutes until we start our descent. Yeah, that's 246 miles. Once I get to 100 miles out, I'll go ahead and set my ILS frequencies. And then when I get to 50 miles out, I will go ahead and set the descent profile. I'll get that set up, and I'll get our weather set up. You know, flying on 2020 just showed me something different than when I'd been flying on P3D, which I still like P3D. I'll still fly on there, but the difference that I seen was, you know, there are times when airplanes are flying and the wind is 100 miles, you know, 100 knots, 120 knots, and the airplane will still fly without disasters. And I noticed that when I'm on P3D and that happens, I just kept on having all kinds of problems. And whether that was TFM causing me problems or whatever or whatnot, I just noticed that the plane on 2020 was able to handle that situation, and it treated it the way it would, you know, giving you a lot of turbulence. And we did have a lot of turbulence there for the first half of this flight. We are currently going across Virginia right now, Northampton, Virginia, and the wind is 271 at 69 knots, and that's very common to see wind that's, you know, anywhere from 30 to 70 to 80 knots is a pretty common number to see when in the air. Welcome to the stream, Brandon Armstrong. Glad to have you, my friend. And yeah, if you're going to do VAT Sim, I'd recommend you do it on P3D, not 2020, due to your computer will just, I don't think it'll do well. And if it does, you need to get some practice in on 2020, because, I mean, honestly, it's better. It flies, the planes seem like they handle the altitudes much better, from what I've experienced so far, anyways. But yeah, so there's that. Got the altitude set for 200. Again, I will change that once we connect to the localizer and we're fully connected. I'll change the altitude to 3,000. That way, if we got to do a go around, I can initiate that go around. And come back in for a landing. I know on this new sound pack that I'm using, there is a way to go into the passenger area. I don't know how to do it, but I'm gonna figure that out. I'm gonna see what I got to do to make that happen, because it's a pretty cool thing.
YTFM. Have you tried using flight gear?
Flight gear? No, I don't. That one don't sound familiar to me. I'm guessing, is that another sim? I'm guessing. I know to get them views set up, I'm going to connect with Ira. go ahead and check our 207 miles remaining. We got 107 miles remaining before I set up our ILS frequencies. Hey, what did you say this other view was right here? What are you looking at right there when I do that? What is that showing you? I forget what you said that was. Now that I know how to go give you the
Brandon Armstrong,
captain's view.
We can't use flight gear.
Yeah, I feel like I mean, is that giving you like a side view out the window, or is it looking at what is that? What is this view right here showing you? And also, are you seeing this in full screen? I'm hoping I got it in full screen for you guys.
YTFM. Yes, it is an open source sim.
But yeah, let me know what this is showing you. I'm curious if it's. I feel like this might be a galley or something, but I don't know. I'm gonna let you confirm that before I go back to the captain's view. I know when I'm in this view, I don't hear the stuff from the cockpit, so that's why I'm thinking it's not. I'm thinking this is definitely not in the cockpit, whatever this view is. It's much quieter. Da 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 da.
A rinks. Control 1 through Control 9 are instrument views.
Nah, Control 5 is a Control 5, Josh, is a view
Brandon Armstrong,
sitting from the captain's side.
But flight gear's not accessible for us.
Yeah, we got it the first time you said it, Brandon. Yeah, Control 5 is a view that that they're talking about that gives them the view sitting from the captain's seat. I'm just wanting to see what this view here is. I don't know. I feel like this might be the galley, but we might be way off. It might not be. So yeah, let me know what you're seeing here. What does this view do for you? Josh, do you know what command goes to a window view? Like the front window view, do you know? Ba 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 ba. I'm flying it. I know the command that I issue with this view right here is normally a drone command, but
A rinks. No, I don't. You can change those and I don't know what the defaults are. YTFM. The view now is full screen with some sort of a toolbar at the top. The view is of a red light shining on something. I'm guessing that is looking out over the wing to the outside. Too dark to be sure.
Oh, okay. Okay, I got you. Okay. Let's go back. So when I do this, this should put you back to the captain's view. I appreciate your help there. There we go. Now we're back on the captain's seat view, which is Control 5, Josh. If you want to give somebody a front seat captain's view from the captain's seat, I believe YT said it's the captain's view. That's Control 5, control number 5. 166 miles to go. 66 miles until we set up the ILS frequency.
Brandon Armstrong. Got it?
What you got, Brandon? What you got over there? What you got? What you got? Yeah, 1 through 9 are different views, and Alt 1 through Alt 9 are the custom views. There's Control 5. That should be back to a captain
Brandon
view.
Armstrong. Control 5, captain view.
Yeah.
YTFM. At Brandon Armstrong, why is flight gear not accessible to you?
Because we use a reader, so you remember I was talking to you about TFM? So without TFM, if we can't use TFM, then we really can't fly these different airplanes. Well, we can on 2020 because of AI, which the AI will, assist us in flying, but these other sims, if you can't use, well, TFM's not been programmed to work with anything but TFM to work with 2020 and P3D.
Business 146/04017:51.
146 miles to go, my friends. The 100. Okay? Okay. Glad we got that out of the way. And now you know.
Brandon Armstrong. Screen readers can't read it.
Screen readers don't read it anyways, Brendan. It's TFM that actually reads it for us. Our reader just picks up what TFM says, technically. Just to give you a hard time about it. But yeah, same difference. Now sometimes we can do this. We can do insert R.
Result document. Tune Protect mail dash. RTE data star. Targeting. 194 progress. /52 KT max has. 2, 5, 10, 30. See you out. Stab trim. Still side plus CS. Stab trim. Still side plus CS. Still side plus CS. Still side plus CS. Stab trim. See you out. Space. C. Space. U. Space. Tick. O. U. T. 30. 10. 5. 2. /52 KT max has. 194 progress.
YTFM.
RTE data star. Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Okay, now I understand. I like the view of earlier more, from the captain's seat, but looking towards the middle of the window and seeing the whole dashboard.
Okay, help me get you back on that view. Okay, YT? How about that one right there? How's that? Did that give you, is that what you're talking about? Because the view is about what you guys like, so let me know if that just puts you on the view that you're talking about.
125 decimal for 5 BVI pilots, 9er Delta Whiskey. Washington Center, BVI pilots 9er Delta Whiskey flight level 340.
BASL.
I'm going to get with Ira tomorrow and get these views straightened out so I can get some decent views for people. that the view you're talking about, YT? Does that work for you?
Distance to descent, 118/040,
118 miles. This sound package is really, really good. I like it.
Going to 124.77
YTFM.
pilots, 9er Delta
This view is the captain looking straight forward. There was another buyer where we could see both the captain and first officer's instruments.
Okay, let's see if I can get that for you. Let me here's what I'm going to do. That way I want you to listen to the numbers. I'm going to do 1 through 9 and you tell me which number. That way I'll know which one to go to, okay? So starting now, I'm going to go to view 1. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 1 through 9. It should have been one of those. I don't know why TFM says it times out. I don't understand that. Let's go and get our JBDL.
Runway 24. 33. 24. 06.
Hold on. I believe it's 6.
Destination runway 2, destination runway combo box 06 flaps. BDI pilots, 9er Delta Whiskey traffic in sight.
Hold on, guys. It's just lagging a little bit. Bear with me.
06, airport and selected KBTL, PAC explosive. Hills, tails, and red on line selected, identify. Name, /DS, FBRW 06, identify, hold, I frequency, hold, 111.10. R, 111.11.10.
111.10.
Course hold, 72.
72.
Set add radios, add 1 frequency and selected 110.50. Selection route. Add 1 course and selected 0. Selection. Add 2 frequency and selection. Add 2 course and selected 0. Selection. OK button. Press. Hills, tails, and red on remote. Set add radios, add 1 frequency and selected 111.10. Cancel button. OK button. Press. Choose destination runway. Hills, cancel button. Alt+C. Hills, tails, and red only. Airport and runway combo. OK button. Press. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.3, 1.22.0. Cursor.
There we go. We got the frequency set. So which one of them views was it? 1 through 9, YT? Did you see the one that you was wanting? It's lagging a little bit when I go off the window tonight. Sometimes it does that. Sometimes I have a good night with no lag at all.
Microsoft Star Type Forms Main Roman Column 3 FSUIPC 7 console FSUIPC 7 colon Microsoft Flight Simulator Dash 1.3 Star Type Dash Forms Main Roman Column 3 FSUIPC 7 console Roman Column 4 FSUIPC 7 colon Microsoft Flight Simulator Dash 1.3 1.2 Microsoft Flight Simulator Dash 1.3 1.2 at RTE Lex 1/3 737 approach red 1/1 coast 1 colon 137.150 degrees 150 max 2 colon 30 kb 3 colon 9510 FT 2899 40 degrees 138 kt LC 4 colon 111.003 colon 9510 FT 2008 KBDL 3 colon LC 4 colon 111.10/05 degrees 40/138.
All right, we got that set.
Microsoft Flight Simulator Dash 1.3 1.2 at RT Star Type Dash at our forms main open close agenda descent CHKLSD button Star Type Dash Microsoft Flight Simulator Dash 1.3 1.2.
So 1 through 9, YT, which one of them look good to you?
128 decimal tree for BDI pilots 9er Delta Whiskey.
YTFM.
New York Center BDI
Okay.
pilots 9er Delta Whiskey.
View 1 is the one I like. but I am only one person.
No, you're good.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.314.
Alright, there's view 1 for you, my friend. Whichever one gives the best view, and I think that's the best one via your description. Alright. We've got our we got our weather. No, we don't. Let me do the weather real quick. Let's forecast. Right now I'm just getting our weather set up real quick. Come on.
Forecast uplink ready. Descent forecast uplink. CDU message clear.
Sorry about that. It's being a little laggy. It's skipping every now and then, but it's just because I'm going off the Microsoft window.
YTFM. View 3 was the FMC. View 4 was the throttles.
Oh, okay. 4 is the FMC. Okay. That's good to know. Thank you. Alright, we've got, ladies and gentlemen, 71 miles until descent. We will start our descent checklist. I'm going to do it at 10 miles via descent. That way it's right there with close to descent. Just remember, once I get to about 10,000 feet, I will turn on the voice command for first
Brandon
officer.
Armstrong. He said 3 was FMC.
Yeah, my main one that I want you guys to have is that view. For those that want a decent view, is going to be number 1. So that's the FMC really don't do any justice to throw that view out there. But if somebody wants to see it, then I'd be able to throw that out there.
New York Center BBI pilots, Niner Delta Whiskey Flight Level 340.
276 knots indicated. Distance to descent, 51/0
51 miles till descent. And right now we're over the North Atlantic Ocean.
8. What's the next ocean? Flying forward 270 at 38 knots, gust at 0 knots.
Wind is 278 at 30. What was that?
Flying forward 270 at 40 knots, gust at 0 knots.
270 at 40 knots.
Flying forward 270 at 39 knots, gust at 0 knots.
39
Flying
knots.
forward 270 at 39 knots, gust at 0 knots. Distance to descent forward 38/0, 36.
Not far, folks.
125 BBI pilots, 9er Delta Whiskey.
Common forward 100
New York
1.12.
Center BBI pilots, 9er Delta Whiskey flight level 340.
And there's a bug with 2020. That's why you guys are not hearing HEC. Normally you'd hear it.
Approaching top of descent.
Okay, here we go.
Distance to descent forward 29/0, 36. Star title hash RTE legs 1 north main road to column 1. Close engines moving. Descent CHKLSD button. PAZ explosion. After takeoff, descent CHK rest.
Ready for the approach briefing? Okay, we're expecting the ILS approach for runway 06. The minimum altitude is 200 feet. We'll use auto brakes 3. We can expect to park at gate 3. 5. In case of go around, we'll climb per ATC instructions on the runway heading. Any questions?
No.
Descent checklist. Pressurization.
Set.
Recall.
Check.
Auto brake on. Auto brake 1. Auto brake 2.
Auto brakes.
Set.
Landing.
YTFM.
Check.
Approach brief.
I
Completed.
see stuff
Checklist
outside the
complete.
window again. Perhaps lights on the ground.
Yep.
ILS set.
Yep, we're getting close to descent here.
0 feet per minute. What's the next ocean?
We are coming out from over the ocean here. We're flying over the North Atlantic Ocean here for another few minutes, and then yeah, you should probably seeing lights from down below coming into the city. Around 10,000 feet, just for any new viewers, I will be activating my voice command, so if I don't reply to you, that's why, because of me having voice command activated. And so from 10,000, and then when we get landed, I will talk to you more once we're landed on the ground. But between 10,000 and landing, I will not be able to respond to any questions until once we get on the ground. So like I said, once we get to 10,000. So from now until 10,000, we're good.
What's the next ocean? Flying forward 272 at 35 knots, gust at 0 knots.
Wind is 270 at 35 knots.
Heading forward 38. MCV altitude 200 feet now.
Going to 132.040 9er Delta Whiskey.
8 miles till descent. Stand by.
Boston Center BBI pilots 9er Delta Whiskey flight level 340.
United States.
And now we're out over New York.
The reason I like this view is because we
All I caught on that was the reason you like this view was because we. That's all I heard.
United States.
But yeah, you're going to see a lot of lights over here because we're coming up. We are flying out over New York, and there's definitely a lot of lights to see.
Southern New York, United States.
In New York City, New York.
YTFM. You can see the flight path on captain's instrument and weather radar on first officer's screen.
Oh, that's very cool, man.
Flight deck again, you probably already noticed.
All right, we're starting our descent.
We're not anticipating any delays and expect to be pulling into the gate in about 20 to 25 minutes. Until then, just sit back, relax, and we'll have you on the ground shortly.
295 indicated. Auto throttle circles on. Minus 10 to the ESP per minute. CDU number 1 message flight off. CDU number 2 message flight off. 32,000 feet.
Minus 2,238 feet a minute. 2238 a minute. Man, that is really, really covering some footage right there.
Minus 21,36 feet per minute. 31,470 ASL.
Currently at 31,000. Get ready to cross flight level 300.
31,000 feet.
Actually, 310 is what I meant to say. All right, just crossed over flight level 300. 305 knots indicated. Minus 3,278 feet a minute. We're gonna.
Going to 124.5, Delta Whiskey. Boston Center BVI pilots Niner Delta Whiskey flight level 275.
Speed could get up to 329 knots, but I probably won't allow that.
322 knots indicated. Minus 38 feet per minute. 26,378 feet ASL.
We're going to start to slow down here in just a minute.
26,000 feet. RT 05536.2 1 forward, DLTD 320, DLTD 320 /L, air reserve, 320 /L 219, 052 forward, MAC 320 /L 1976, 052 forward, MAC 320 /L 1976, 302 forward, MAC 320 /L 1976, 303 forward, West 240 /5553, 303 forward, West 240 /55, 302 forward, 01 forward, 05536.2 Microsoft Flight Simulator Dash 1, 25,020 feet, X 2533 feet, 322 knots indicated.
You'll see me go back and forth on these two windows here, YT, every now and then. Over here is TFM, and I go over here to check my waypoints.
XRT, forms update, star title, MCBC, row 2, column 1. PACS flow, indicator, indicator, CSL, realm, plus select 100, indicator, but mode, press. Speed, arena, speed, indicator, CSL, plus select 320, reach selection, remove. 270. Microsoft Flight Simulator Dash 1.31, 22,000, minus 26, 21 feet per minute. 322 knots indicated. 320 knots indicated. 318 knots indicated. 22,243 feet ASL. 316 knots indicated. Minus 259 feet per minute. Altimeter forward 1013, 79 point, minus 531 feet per minute. 305 knots indicated.
I'm hoping the window is still full screen for you.
21,645 feet ASL. 293 knots indicated. Minus 410 feet per minute.
YTFM. Understood. Thanks for explaining.
Be there in a minute. Yeah, absolutely no problem that way. I like to just let people know what's going on.
21,308. Mike 680. MCPC Rowan column 2. At RTE Lex 1. At Renault. At RTE Lex 055 degrees 11.3 NM. 1 colon. Mac 323/12,953. Microsoft Flight Simulator Dash 1.3 1.2. 21,200. Mike's 1381 feet per minute. 268 knots indicated. 21,000 feet.
I don't know, this waypoint is awful far out. I just hope I make it to it in time.
268 knots indicated. Mike 1854 feet per minute. 269 knots indicated. Mike 1677 feet per minute. 20,212 VASL. Oh, Timber Poland. 270 knots indicated. 20,070 VASL. Mike 1545 feet per minute. At RTE Lex 1. At RTE Lex 055 degrees 5.3 NM. 1 colon. Mac 323/13,009. 051 colon. Mac 323/13,009. Microsoft Flight Simulator Dash 1.3 1.22.0. NDIDI 84 experience document. Unknown normal cursor.
Well, worst case, we'll just have to do
NDIDI 84 experience.
we'll have to do a go around if it misses. I don't know. It's not. We're gonna miss that waypoint, I think.
Microsoft Flight Simulator Dash. At RTE Lex 1 slash 2 dash DMD at RTE 055 degrees 5.3 NM. At RTE 341 degrees 76.6 NM. Microsoft Flight Simulator Dash 1.3 1.22.0. Microsoft Flight Simulator Dash 19,078. 269 knots indicated. Mike 1614 feet per minute. At RTE Lex 1. At RTE Lex. At RTE 341 degrees 76.6 NM.
YTFM. When you asked about full screen, it went away from full screen.
Okay, so I need to go full screen every time.
341 degrees 76.6 NM. 1 colon. 240/5550. 301 colon. 240/5550.
Yeah, we're going to do a go around. I'm never going to make it to that waypoint in time.
Microsoft Flight Simulator Dash 1.3 1.2. 18,300. 269 knots indicated. Mike 1703 feet per minute. 270 knots indicated. 269 knots indicated. Distance to destination colon 43/0 colon 0 colon 8 colon 20 18,000 feet.
We might though. We'll give it a shot and see what happens.
Distance to destination colon 42/0 colon 0 colon 8 colon 17. 17,713 feet. Mike 1621 feet per minute. 270 knots indicated.
Now that should give you a full screen, YT. At least I hope it does.
YTFM. I don't know about every time. It only happened this once so far.
Yeah, this time I hit a couple of keys and make it large full screen for you.
270 knots indicated. Mike 1657 feet per minute. 16,355 feet. 270 knots indicated. At RTE Lex 1. At Renault. At RTE 341 degrees 71.5 and 1 colon. With 240. At RTE 341 degrees 17.6 and 1 colon. With 240/5551. Microsoft Flight Simulator Dash 1.3
We might be okay.
15,900. Mike 1621 feet per minute. 200.
YTFM. Full screen, check.
15,600. 270 knots indicated. 270 knots indicated.
270.
15,411 VASL. Mike 1686 feet per minute. 270 knots indicated. Altimeter Poland 998. 29.46 inches. Stop. 15,000 feet. Knots indicated. 14,450. Mike 1663 feet per minute. 270 knots indicated.
A rinks. What is the FMC speed on that waypoint you're worried about? FMC speed didn't sound too fast for me.
Nah, it's the distance, Josh. It don't matter the speed. It's the distance between you and the waypoint. It's got to be realistic. And that the one waypoint we never did make it to it. It went away. it just went away because there was no way we was going to make it.
13,615 feet. 270 knots indicated. 13,454. Minus 1634 feet per minute.
I mean, we was at 23,000 feet and needed to be at 12,000 feet within like 12 miles, and there was no way that was going to happen.
270 knots indicated. 12,873 ASL. Minus 1683 feet per minute. 270 knots indicated.
Just like this here.
RT like 1/2 CD, RT PACS, RT like 341 degrees 11.5 nm. RT 341 degrees 7.1 nm. 1 volt, 240/5502.
5502, we got 11 miles to make it there, and we're at 12,000 feet.
Niner Delta Whiskey 12,000 feet.
RT MCPC 1,3. MCPC indicator airspeed please select 270. PACS floated selection removed. 5. 240. Microsoft Flight Simulator Dash 1.3 1.22.0. 11,437 feet ASL. Altimeter volt 998 17. 268 knots indicated.
Alright, we're going to voice command.
MTPC RT like 1 form main row 1 column 4.
We have begun our final descent into Connecticut. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to collect any trash one final time. Please ensure tray tables are stowed and seats are in the full upright position. Please also store any carry-on items either in the seat back pocket or under the seat. Please complete all Wi-Fi related tasks and stow any larger electronics.
Minus 315 feet per minute. 247 knots indicated. Minus 331 feet. 11,215 feet ASL. $11,000 feet.
Dear passengers, we have reached an altitude that requires all electronic devices.
10,807. 239 knots indicated.
Laptop,
Flaps 1.
please make sure all of these devices are switched off.
Left 0. Left ramp or light on. Right ramp or light on. Left 0.
Flaps.
Left to transit light on.
NAV1 has localizer.
Left 1.
Localizer is
row 1
live.
column 2.
Runway heading 71.
MCPC row 1 at RT like 1 slash at RT like 1 slash 2 FDF at RT like 341 degrees 2.6 nm 1 colon with 240 slash 55 27 left to transit light off left extended light on 062 colon can 175 slash 2408 053 colon Union 140 degrees slash 1800 052 colon can 061 colon with 200 at RT 061 degrees 1 nm 1 colon can 175 slash 2004 052 colon Union 140 053 colon RW 061 140 degrees slash 200 at RT like 1 colon back dash 6 dash win lights on land win on 2 colon 5 dash logo lights on logo on at RT like 1 colon back dash 6 dash land 2 colon 5 dash land 3 colon land 4 colon land 3 colon land 2 colon land 1 colon back dash 6 dash hold at RT like 2 slash 2 at RT like 2 slash 2 hold at 1 colon back dash 6 dash hold at 1 colon back dash 6 dash hold at 1 colon back dash at RT like 1061 degrees 1 colon can 175 slash 2408 052 colon Union 140 degrees slash 1800 8771 feet ASL CDU number 1 Auto throttle turbos on CDU number 1 execute available CDU number Microsoft Flight Simulator dash 1.3 1.22.0
Stand by, guys.
8497 feet ASL minus 1450 feet per minute 237 knots indicated
Glide slow
Glide
is
slow
live.
alive.
NAV1 is glide slow.
234 knots indicated 8299 feet ASL 8276 feet ASL minus 728 feet per minute 232 knots indicated at RT like 1 slash 1 at RT like 1 at RT like 1 0 1 colon at 250 slash 1673 035 degrees at RT like 1 slash 1 035 degrees 1 colon at 2 land 2 colon 5 dash land 3 colon land 2 colon land 1 colon at 035 at RT like 1 035 degrees 25.3 nm 8,000 feet 1 colon at 035 degrees 25.3 nm
All right, just stand by, cause we're basically going to go and.
at RT like 1 slash 1 035 degrees 25.1 colon at 250 slash 1673
Yep, just hold on.
7764 feet 031 colon at 250 slash 1673 035 degrees 25.3 nm 1 colon at 250 slash 1673 0 at RT like 1 slash 1 75 feet ASL refresh near scratch edit plan CDU number 1
message
message
display. Invalid entry. CDU message cleared.
send edit plan CDU number 1 message
message display. Invalid entry. CDU message
CDU number 1
cleared.
message light off near scratch perfect edit red at RT 01 colon at 250 slash 1673 035 colon at 250 slash 1673 refresh button near scratch edit plan next 4000.
CDU message displayed. Invalid entry. CDU message cleared.
It's not going to let me do that. Hold on.
6791 PASL. PAC exclusive. RTE like 1/1. Send but you're perfect. One colon list of KDD. 2 colon KDDLR. 1 stars approaches 1 colon DPK06. 1 colon DPK06. Left FM stars KDD stars 1 colon DPK slash 06. 2 colon 7 slash operator. Trans 3 colon feta. Trans 2 colon 7 slash operator. G slash 1 colon DPK slash 06. G slash 1 colon. Stars KDD stars 1 colon DPK trans 2 colon DPK slash operator. CDU number 1 execute key available. CDU number 2 execute key available. Execute key off. Trans 1 colon DPK slash at RTE like 1 slash 3. 0 1 colon 250 slash 2400. Then 2 colon 5 line. Dash 3 colon DPK 200. CDU number 1 execute key available. CDU number 1 execute at RTE 035 and 1 colon 4 dash slash 6 dash. 212 degrees 86.3 and 2 colon DPK 4 dash slash 6 dash. 201 colon 4 dash slash 6 dash. At RTE like 035 degrees 17.1 colon 250 slash 2400. CDU number 1. Microsoft Flight Simulator dash 1.3. Microsoft Flight Simulator 5788 minus 900 238 not indicated.
Set speed 200.
Speed 200.
5540 52 239 not indicated.
Flaps 2.
Flaps 2.
Set speed 210.
Speed 210.
Approach BBI pilots, Niner Delta Whiskey. Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace. Cleared through Charlie airspace BBI pilots, Niner Delta Whiskey.
5013 PASL 5000 feet. 224 not indicated. Flaps 2.
Flaps 5.
4827
Flaps
PASL.
5.
At RTE like 1 to flat. At RTE like 0 1 colon 250 slash 2400. Flat 2 colon DPK 250 slash 2400. 0 3 colon DLTD 250 slash 2400. 0 4 colon MAC 250 slash 2400. 3 5 colon RIS 250 slash 2400. RMP slash actual 13 dash. At RTE 10 1 colon 5 line. Dash 2 colon can 250. CDU number at RTE 0 1 colon can 4 dash slash 2408. 0 2 colon Union number 43 slash 1800. 0 3 colon RW 064 dash slash 220. 0 2 colon 0 1 colon can 4 dash slash 2004. Microsoft Flight Simulator dash 1 Microsoft Flight Simulator 4313 feet minus 968 feet per minute. Distance to destination colon 179 slash 0 colon 1 colon 2 colon 11. At RTE like 2 slash at RTE like 2 at RTE like 0 1 colon can 4 dash slash 2408. 0 2 colon Union number 43 slash 1800. 0 1 colon can at RTE like 2 slash 3. 0 1 colon can 4 dash slash 2408. 4000 feet. At RTE like at RTE 1 colon 5. CDU number 1 exit. CDU number 1 execute key available. CDU number at RTE like 1 colon can. At RTE like 1. At RTE like 197 degrees 5.9 and 1 colon can 250 slash 2408. 052 colon Union number 43 slash 1800. Microsoft Flight Simulator dash 1.3 1.2.
Approach mode on.
Approach hold on.
3581 PASL. 206 not indicated.
down.
Set speed 190.
1273 down.
Speed
Right 8.
1 9er
Distance to destination colon 13 slash 0 colon 0 colon 3 colon 42.
9 down. Right 2.
3370 minus 942 207 not indicated.
1165 down.
206 not indicated. Flaps 5.
Flaps 10.
1121 down. Left 8.
Flaps and transit light off. Flaps extended light off.
1077 down. Left 14.
Flaps and transit light off. Flaps extended light off. Flaps 10.
1053 down.
2500.
2988 PASL.
989
minus 981 feet per minute.
Left 30.
195 not indicated. Approach mode light off. Approach off. At RTE like 1. Microsoft Flight Simulator. Forms main row 1. MCP speed row 1 column 4. Star untitled dashboard. MCP navigation row 2 column 1. MCP navigation. Right click. Approach mode. Localizer. Hold off button mode plus D. CMDA off button mode plus CW. CMDB off button mode plus press. CMDB off. CMDB on. At RTE like 1 slash Microsoft Flight Simulator. At Microsoft Flight Simulator. 2620. 2220. 187 not indicated.
Set speed 140.
Speed 140. Gear down. Gear up.
Gear lever down. Nose. Gear motion. Dot. L 24 17 feet. 2235 feet. 181 not indicated. Left gear transit light off. Nose gear light on. Right gear transit light off. Left gear light on. Right gear light on. Right gear light on. Gear down. Nose gear transit light off. Nose gear light on.
Flaps 15.
Flaps 15.
2262 feet. 28 feet. 160 not indicated. 676 feet per minute. MCP altitude 200 feet. Distance to destination colon minus 999,985 slash 279 colon. Distance to descent colon 0 slash 0 colon 0 colon 0 colon 0. Distance to destination colon minus 900. MCP navigation row 1 column 2 and 1 right level change light at RT lex 1 slash 1 at RT lex 143 knots indicated left of MC light right of MC light left of MC light at RT lex 05 degrees DRK 3.8 nm at RT lex at RT 05 degrees DRK 3.5 nm 1 colon left bearing 4000 right bearing dash 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 4000 05 1 colon left bearing 4000 right bearing dash 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 3 2 colon dash 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 slash 6 dash and 1 right colon 3 colon dash 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 slash 6 dash next 4 colon 5 dash at RT lex 1 slash 1 MCP upper speed warning off at RT lex 05 degrees DRK 3.5 at 1 colon left bearing 4000 right bearing dash dash dash
NAV1 has localizer. Localizer is alive. Runway heading 252. NAV1 is glide slow.
at RT lex 1 slash 1 HDMD Microsoft Flight Sim MCP navigation forms main row 1 column 4 at RT lex 1 slash 1 HDMD G737 CD Microsoft Flight Simulator dash 1.3 1.2 1900 feet ASL 361 feet per minute 168 knots indicated 108 feet per minute 36 feet per minute 1924 feet ASL 1749 feet distance to destination code minus 999,984 slash 218 code 3 code 31 code 7
Hold on, something went wrong here, guys. Stand by.
forms main row 1 column 2 MCP upper speed warning on TAC explosive folder view list FS Airlines at RT lex 1 slash 1 HDMD G7 forms main row 1 column 2 Explorer at RT lex 1 slash 1 HDMD G7 Microsoft Flight Simulator 2365 feet ASL 2359 feet per minute 155 knots indicated forms main at RT lex 1 slash 1 at RT lex 1 slash 1 HDMD G737 refresh button use edit next send button hit red button RT button mode plus CLD button mode menu button mode lex button mode FR button mode hold button mode plus H press R button mode plus D and one like FR button mode plus D lex button mode plus menu button mode plus button CR CL RT button hit red button send button edit next use red refresh edit red only mode at RT equal fixed 1 colon dash 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 slash 6 dash box 2 colon D slash 0 by 3 colon 200 select 4 colon 1.0 MIN leg is 5 colon dash 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 NM 24 dash 6 colon less next colon nav disconnect 6 colon less next colon left less next hold left MC light right MC light at RT equal 1 slash 1 fixed 1 colon dash 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 slash 6 dash altitude control light altitude control off MC at RT equal 1 fixed 1 colon dash 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 slash 6 dash fixed 1 colon slash range 2 colon D slash 0 95 degrees IND 3 colon left 4 leg is 5 26 colon less next colon MCP upper speed warning
NAV1 is glide slow.
nav disconnect 6 colon less next colon nav disconnect nav disconnect leg time hold 4 colon 1 leg is 524 dash 6 colon less next colon
Glide slope is alive.
43 feet
NAV1
ASL
has localizer.
max 292 feet per minute
Localizer is
159 knots
alive.
indicated
Runway heading
heading
252.
code 283
NAV1 is glide
heading code
slow.
278 MCP upper speed warning heading code 271
Let me make sure we're holding here, guys. I'm gonna set up a landing.
heading code 255 heading code 250 apps are cursor flaps 15 normal curve heading code 240
NAV1 has localizer.
heading code 234
Localizer is alive.
heading
Runway
code
heading
228 apps
72.
are cursor heading code 222 heading code 250 left of MC light 142 knots indicated
The airspeed's not low. Ignore it.
heading code 192 3971 feet 30 feet heading code 179 heading code 171 heading code 157 heading code 149 Microsoft Flight Simulator dash 1.3 Microsoft Flight at RT equal 1 slash 1 at RT equal 1 slash
All right, we're good.
7 slash R index 1 slash 1 max 1 colon list of KBDLR max 2 colon KBDLR greater max 1 colon DPK real greater 06 CDU number 1 stars KBDLR stars 1 colon DPK real greater 06 stars above 1 colon DPK real trans 2 colon DPK slash trans 2 colon DPK less greater slash CDU number 1 execute available CDU number 2 at RT lex 1 slash 4 max 1 colon left bearing 4000 right bearing 0072 colon tab hold at 3 colon tab then 4 colon 5 line dash dash root 5 colon DP at RT lex 0 1 colon DLTD 250 slash 4000 054 degrees 21 1 colon DLTD 250 slash 4000 at RT lex 0 1 colon left bearing left of MC light right of MC light CDU number 1 execute available CDU number 2 execute available CDU number 1 at RT lex 2 1 colon DLTD 4 dash slash 6 dash 052 colon mat 4 dash slash 6 dash 3 colon restore dash slash 6 dash then 4 colon 5 line at RT 2 1 colon DLTD 250 slash 4000 052 colon mat 250 slash 4000
NAV1 has localizer.
3 colon 250 slash 4000 then 4 colon 5 line dash dash root is continuity at 5 colon can 174 slash
NAV1 has localizer. Localizer is alive.
CDU number 1 exit
Runway heading 252.
CDU number 1 exit 03 colon Chris 04 colon Canada 05 colon unique at RT lex 1 colon DLTD 250 slash 4000 02 colon mat 250 slash 4000 3 colon Chris 250 slash 4000 04 colon Canada 174 slash 2408 05 colon unique 143 slash 1800 left of MC light right at RT lex 01 colon RW 06 143 slash 223 at RT lex 206 degrees 53.2 and at 1 colon DLTD 200 CDU number 1 CDU number 1 execute at RT lex 207 degrees 48.9 NM 1 colon DLTD 4 dash slash 6 dash
NAV1 has localizer. Localizer is alive.
at RT lex 207 degrees 48.6 NM 1 colon DLTD 250 slash 4000 207 degrees 48.6 NM heading colon 166
All right, we should get back on LNAV here.
Microsoft Flight Simulator dash 1.3 1.22.0 MCP upper speed warning off
Localizer is alive. Runway heading 72.
Okay.
MCP upper speed warning off at RT lex 1 slash 2 dash at RT lex 1 slash 2 dash at RT lex 207 degrees 48.6 NM MCP upper speed warning off at RT 207 degrees 48.6 NM heading colon 146 heading colon 152 MCP upper speed warning off heading colon 161 left 147 knots indicated flaps 15
Flaps 10.
Left FMC right on. Right FMC right on.
Flaps 10.
Flaps 11. 148 knots indicated. At RTE left 207 degrees 47.5 nm. At RTE 207 degrees
Glide
46.7
slope is
nm.
alive. NAV1 has localizer.
YTFM.
Localizer is alive.
What did you say went wrong?
NAV1 has glide slope.
Do you know why
Glide
it
slope
says
is alive.
airspeed low?
NAV1 has localizer. Localizer is alive.
Yep,
Runway
I'll
heading
answer that
72.
stuff when I get landed. Stand by.
At RTE 207 degrees 46.6 nm. At RTE 207 degrees 45.9 nm. At RTE 207 degrees 45.7 nm. At RTE 207 degrees 45.5 nm. 1 Poland, DLTT 250/4000, left FMC right off, 052 Poland, MAT 250/4000, left FMC right off, right FMC right off, left FMC right off, right FMC right off, 0552 Poland, MAT 201 Poland, DLTT 202 Poland, MAT 203 Poland, Chris 250/4000, 04 Poland, Canada 174/2408. At RTE Lex 1/2, Microsoft Flight Simulator, Hash 1, 39 degree ASL, 108 feet per minute. Left FMC right off, right FMC right off.
Glide slope is alive.
At RTE, forms main
NAV1
FMC
has
altitude roll 4, PACS
localizer is alive.
altitude level
Runway heading
40/4000,
72.
selection removed.
NAV1 has glide slope.
200. Microsoft Flight Simulator, Hash 1.31, left FMC minus 226 feet per minute, minus 194 feet per minute, minus 151 feet per 39 feet ASL, minus 52 feet per minute, 151 knots indicated. At RTE Lex 1 / at RTE Lex 1, at RTE 207 degrees 44.4 nm. Left at RTE 207 degrees 43.2 nm. Heading Poland 227. At RTE 207 degrees 43.2 nm. At RTE 207 degrees 42.9 nm. Heading Poland 226. Left at RTE left 207 degrees 42. Heading Poland 225. Left FMC right off, right FMC right off, left FMC right off, right FMC right off, left FMC right off, right FMC right off. At RTE 207 degrees 42.5 nm. At RTE 207 degrees 42.0 nm. 1 Poland, DLTT 250/4000. 207 degrees 42.0 nm. At RTE 207 degrees 41.8 nm. At RTE 207 degrees 41.6 nm. At RTE 207 degrees 41.4 nm. Heading Poland 222. At RTE 207 degrees 41.3 nm. At RTE 207 degrees 41.0 nm. At RTE 207 degrees 40.8 nm. At RTE 207 degrees 40.5 nm. At RTE 207 degrees 40.3 nm.
I want to make sure we're doing this okay.
At RTE 207 degrees 40.3 nm. Left FMC right on. At RTE 207 degrees 39.9 nm. 1 Poland, DLTT 250/4000. Microsoft Flight Simulator, Microsoft Flight Simulator, Hash 1.31.22.0.
Okay.
Distance to destination Poland 100/0 Poland 0 Poland 30 Poland 9. Total fuel Poland 8,782.3 pounds, 1,310.9 gallons. Total fuel flow Poland 72.35. Flaps 10. 151 knots indicated. Left FMC at RTE Lex 1/2 edit only note. At RTE Lex 207 degrees 39.9 nm. At RTE 207 degrees 38.2 nm. 1 Poland, DLTT 207 degrees 38.2 nm. At RTE 207 degrees 37.9 nm. Left FMC right off, right FMC right off, left FMC right off. 1 Poland, 052 Poland, MAT 250/4000. 303 Poland, Chris 250/4000. Left FM 064 Poland, Canada 174/2408. 05 Poland, Union 140/1800. 04 Poland, Canada 174/2408. 058 degrees 3.0 nm. Left FMC right off, 4 Poland, Canada 174/2408. Left FMC right off, right 03 Poland, Chris 32 Poland, 01 Poland, 2 at RTE Lex 1 at RTE 207 degrees 37.9 nm. At RTE 207 degrees 36.8 nm. Folder view list FS0. At RTE Microsoft Flight Forms main row 1 column 3. Forms main. Descent CHKLF. Manage. Configure. Company. Buttons. Buttons drop down menu. Voice. Close and checklist grouping. Manage. At RTE Lex 1 Microsoft Flight Simulator Hash 1.3.
Alright, turned off voice so I can talk to you guys. So basically, like I told you guys, remember how I told you in the beginning that the waypoints were, we was never going to make it to the waypoints in time, that it just wasn't going to happen. So I went ahead and initiated a go around and did a go around and did a hold, and I'd go in and set up the landing
Localizer is alive.
again.
Runway heading 71. NAV1 is glide slope.
And that's what I did. So
At RTE 207 degrees 34.7 nm. At RTE 207 degrees 34.3 nm. Left FMC right. At RTE 207 degrees 34.1 nm. At RTE 207 degrees 33.9 nm. Microsoft Flight Simulator Hash 1. Microsoft Flight Simulator Hash 1. 149 knots indicated. The speed box is already open. At RTE forms main MCP navigation row 1 column MCP navigation. CW list. CMDB up mode plus. CW list. CMD localizer. Approach roll up. Right point left right. CW list. Microsoft Flight Simulator Hash. The speed box is already open. At RTE forms main MCP speed row 1 column MCP. Intervene up. Indicate airspeed at plus select. Auto wait. Indicate intervene up. Indicate airspeed at plus select. 1 selection removed. MCP 180 left FM. Microsoft Flight Simulator Hash 1.31.22. Flaps 10.
we're going to speed up a little bit.
151 knots indicated. Left FMC right on. Right FMC right on.
Bring
Flaps 5.
Bring to flaps 5.
Flat 162 knots indicated.
NAV1 has localizer. Localizer is alive.
At RTE Lex 1
Runway
at
heading
RTE Lex 1.
71.
So basically, it was just saying, it was saying that because of where I had my flaps were positioned out, further than where they should be for the altitude that we was at and for the rate of speed that we was going.
At RTE 207 degrees 30.3 nm. At RTE 207 degrees 30.2 nm.
127.8
At RTE
for
207 degrees
BVI
30.1
pilots,
nm.
Niner Delta Whiskey.
Comma code
Approach
127.0.
BVI pilots, Niner Delta Whiskey 4,000
At RTE
feet.
207 degrees 29.6 nm. At RTE 207 degrees 29.1 colon DLTC 250/4000. 052 colon MAT 250/4000. 303 colon Chris 250/4000. 064 colon Cat 174/2400. 064 colon Cat 174/2400. 03 colon Chris 202 colon 01 colon D 207 degrees 29.6 nm. Microsoft Flight Simulator -1 3974 PASL.
But we'll be okay now. We're going the right direction.
Business destination colon 89/0 colon 0 colon 23 colon 49.
And believe it or not, doing that go around that we did put us out about 100 miles, which makes sense. I mean, a go around, people might think that, you know, a plane doesn't go out far, but they go out pretty far to do a full go around. And to get set up for a new landing, it's about average.
4,000 PASL. 69 feet per minute. 181 knots indicated. 182 knots indicated. MCP speed 184. 183 knots indicated. At RTE Lex. Red only multi. At RTE 207 degrees 27.5 nm. At RTE 207 degrees 25.6 nm. 1 colon DLTC 250/4000.
So that's why I'd set my altitude to 4,000. That way I knew we was going to be up high enough, and I could bring my flaps back in a little bit, which is what I did. I didn't bring my gear up. My gear is still sitting down, but that's okay. I could have brought it back up. It wouldn't hurt nothing either way. It don't hurt it to leave it neither. Unless I was climbing up to 10,000 or something.
At RTE 207 degrees 23.8 nm. At RTE 207 degrees 22.6 nm. 1 colon DLTC 207 degrees 22.6 nm. Business destination colon 83/0 colon 0 colon 21 colon 45. Business destination colon 83/0 colon 0 colon 21 colon 43. Business destination colon 83/0 colon 0 colon 21 colon 34. At RTE 207 degrees 22.6 nm. At RTE 207 degrees 21.5 nm.
We only got a few more waypoints in front of it before we grab the approach again.
Set nav radios. Nav 1 frequency selected 111.10. Nav 1 4 selected 58. Nav 2 frequency selected 111.10. Nav 2 4 selected 58.
Okay.
At RTE 1/2 737 CDU. At RTE
ILS frequency looks good.
207 degrees 20.0 nm. At RTE 207 degrees 19.9 nm. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.31.22.0. 3990 feet. 3632 feet. 179 knots indicated. Minus 36 feet per minute. Flaps 5. 179 knots indicated. At RTE like MCP speed go 1 up. Intervene on the mode. Indicator speed plus selected 180. Selection removed. 160. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.31.22.0. 3994 PAS. Minus 154 feet per minute. 177 knots indicated. 175 knots indicated. 174 knots indicated.
124.075 for BVI
3974
pilots,
PAS.
Niner
Left
Delta
FM 36
Whiskey.
feet. 166 knots indicated. Left FM line. Left FM line.
Approach
Comma
BVI
1.
pilots, Niner Delta
Left
Whiskey 3,900 feet.
At RTE like 1. Red only at RTE 207. At RTE like 207 degrees 16.3 nm. At RTE 207 degrees 16.1 nm. At RTE 207 degrees 16.0 nm. At RTE 207 degrees 15.8 nm.
We're looking good, guys. We're looking good.
Microsoft Flight Simulator -1. Business destination colon 76/0 colon 0 colon 3978 feet. 16 feet per minute. 159 knots indicated. 157 knots indicated.
YTFM. What were those beeps?
Which ones? There was a lot going on, so I'll explain more of this once we get landed to kind of what was happening. But that beep there is me hitting the button for checking my information, altitude, speed,
Heading cold 216.
Heading. That's me making them beeps.
XRT Lex 1 XRT Lex 1 207 degrees 12.8 nm. XRT 207 degrees 13.1 nm. XRT Lex 207 degrees 12.8 nm. XRT 207 degrees 12.6 nm. XRT 207 degrees 13.7 nm. 1 colon DLTT 250/4000. 207 degrees 13.1 nm. XRT 207 degrees 13.1 nm. XRT 207 degrees 12.6 nm. XRT Lex 207 degrees 12.6 nm. Heading cold 216. Heading cold 216. XRT 207 degrees 12.6 nm. XRT 207 degrees 12.2 nm. XRT 207 degrees 12.1 nm. XRT 207 degrees 11.9 nm.
Okay, we're on track.
1 colon D055 degrees 2 colon Mac 250/4000. Distance to destination colon 74/0 colon 0 colon 21. Microsoft Flight Simulator dash 1.3
We're close to 70 miles out. That's really not that far. Obviously, which y'all done know that.
4000 PASL. 164 knots indicated. MCPC 100. MCPC 164. Distance to descent colon 59/0 colon 0 colon 17 colon 4.
YTFM. Okay, at least it wasn't Thai plane LOL.
Yeah. Now, see, being I went into a hold and I got a new descent, we're actually...
Distance to descent colon 58/0 colon 0 colon 17 colon 13.
We'll be starting our descent in 58 miles, which makes sense. Because we are...
Distance to destination colon 72/0 colon 0 colon 21.
72 miles out, so that makes sense.
3993 PASL. 159 knots indicated. Flex 5. XRT Lex 1/2 at random. XRT 207 degrees 8.0 nm. XRT 207 degrees 7.9 nm. 1 colon DLTT 250/4000. 055 to 2 colon Mac 250/4000. 3 colon Wis 250/4000. 04 colon Cat 174/2400. 05 colon Union 140 degrees/1800. 054 colon Cat 107. 03 colon Wis 250/4000. 3 colon 051 colon DLTT 207 degrees 7.9 nm. XRT 207 degrees 6.8 nm. Microsoft Flight Simulator dash 1 4013 PASL. 164 knots indicated.
We're traveling at 164 knots.
Total fuel colon 7,360.3 pounds. 1,092.1 gallons. Total fuel colon 76.
Like I said, I could have brought my gear up. I honestly didn't feel a need. We wasn't going to be climbing back up that high, so... Now, if I'd have been lower on fuel, I would have, because obviously, you know, the more weight, the more it's going to burn, but I mean, we're moving nice and smooth, so I'll just leave it the way it is.
Rinks. Are you flying the missed approach? 70 miles out?
Well, that's because I didn't, there was no go around on these waypoints, Josh. There was no waypoint for holding, so I had to make my own. And honestly, 70 miles is not that far in an airplane. You're talking I mean, you take 70 miles, an airplane can do that within no time whatsoever. So, that's nothing. Absolutely nothing. Considering I had to do it myself, I wasn't worried about it. I had enough fuel, so I just went with what I had.
XRT 207 degrees 4.6 nm. XRT Lex 207 degrees 1.2 nm. 1 colon DLTT 250/4000.
Alright, we're getting ready to get past this waypoint.
XRT Lex 207 degrees 0.9 nm. XRT Lex 207 degrees 0.3 nm. XRT Lex 055 degrees 16.2 nm. 1 colon Mac 250/4000.
Then we got this waypoint.
341 degrees 27.5 nm. 2 colon Wis 250/061 degrees 12.0 nm. 2 colon Wis 250/4000.
Then we got Brist.
0613 colon Cat 170 degrees 2400.
And then that's it. We'll be going to our holding.
XRT 055 degrees 16.2 nm. Microsoft Flight Simulator dash 1. Distance to destination colon 62/0 colon 0 colon 23 colon.
Look, we're almost 60 miles out. And no, Josh, we was almost 100 miles out because I had to, like I said, I had to create my own holding point. There was no holding point on this flight plan. There was none. No waypoint.
3996 ASL. New Haven, Connecticut, United States. 4015 ASL. 165 knots indicated. MCP speed indicator SDN plus E selected 160. Selection removed. 150. Microsoft Flight Simulator dash. MCP speed 150 full. 3998 ASL. Mics 131 feet per minute. 161 knots indicated. Flaps 5. Flaps and transit light off. Flaps extended light off. Flaps 8. Flaps and transit light off. Flaps extended light off. Flaps 10. 3983 ASL. 3984 feet at. 153 knots indicated. 62 feet per minute. At RTE legs once. At RTE legs once.
We're not looking bad here, guys.
At RTE 055 degrees 14.3 nm. At RTE 055 degrees 12.4 nm. 1 colon, Mac 250/4000.
12 miles to get through this waypoint.
3 2 colon, Chris 250/4000.
And we got Brist. That's only a 12-mile waypoint.
Left FMC light on. 341 degrees 27.5 nm.
Or 27. Well, 27, I think.
Microsoft Flight Simulator dash 1. 4023 ASL. Minus 312 feet per minute. 158 knots indicated. 3996 feet. 3991 feet. 156 knots indicated. Flaps 10. 152 knots indicated.
We're at 152 knots.
Total fuel colon 6,760.
We still got over 6,000 pounds of fuel. I think we got plenty to get there.
Total fuel colon 6,749.8 pounds. 1,007.6 gallons. Total fuel colon 8867.
Yeah, now I can't tell you guys why we had a flight plan that didn't have a holding. Usually when you do a go around, it'll have a couple waypoints for holding, but there was none on this flight plan for some reason. I'm not sure why. It just said dash dash dash, and usually when you see that, that means you got to make your own. The other reason we got so far out, if you go back to where we was doing our normal descent, those waypoints were too close. We wasn't getting to the waypoints in time. The waypoints was too close for the altitude we was at, so we was passing them waypoints up. Like when it was time to land, we was at 20,000, or we was at 12,000 feet when it was time to be landing, and we just couldn't do it.
Microsoft Flight Simulator. At RTE legs 1 slash at RTE 055 degrees 9.9 nm. At RTE 055 degrees 8.4 nm. 1 colon, Mac 250/4000. 3 2 colon, Chris 250/4000. Left FMC light off. Right FMC light off. 03 colon, Canon 170 degrees 2400 Microsoft Flight Simulator dash 1 point. 3994 feet ASL. 3992 feet. 147 knots indicated. Minus 7 feet per minute.
We're looking good here, though. I'm gonna bring the gear up.
Gear up, gear down. Gear up.
Nose gear transit light on. Left gear transit light on. Right gear transit light on. Nose gear light off. Left gear light off. Right gear light off. Nose gear light off. Left gear light off. Right gear light off. 151 knots indicated. Right gear transit light off. Nose gear transit light off. Gear up. Left gear transit light off. Left FMC light on. Right FMC light on. 166 knots indicated. MCP under speed warning off. MCP speed 150 full. 170 knots indicated. 170 knots indicated. $168 knots indicated. 4,090 ASL. 4,060 at. 167 knots indicated. 165 knots indicated.
We're looking good, guys.
At RTE legs 1. At RTE legs 1. At RTE 055 degrees 7.8 nm.
YTFM. How much reserve fuel did you start the with?
At RTE 055 degrees 6.3 nm.
About
MCP under speed warning on. Left FMC
almost 4,000 pounds.
At RTE 055 degrees 6.3 nm. At RTE 055 degrees 5.9 nm. Microsoft Flight Simulator dash 1.3. 141 knots indicated. Normal curve 3963 ASL. 3968 feet. 143 knots indicated. 145 knots indicated. MCP speed 150 full. 4,005 feet ASL. Left 531 feet from 159 knots indicated. MCP under speed warning off.
Just ignore that speed message. We're fine. We're good.
Total fuel colon 6,340.3. 169 knots indicated. 4,003 feet. Distance to destination colon 51/0 colon 0 colon 20 colon 51. At RTE legs 1 slash 2 dash red only multi. At RTE 055 degrees 5.5 nm. 1 colon Mac 250/4000. 055 degrees 5.5 nm. At RTE 055 degrees 4.4 nm. 1 colon Mac 250/4000. Microsoft Flight Simulator dash 1.3 1.22.0. MCP under speed warning on. Left FMC light off.
We ain't got far to go, guys.
Airspeed full. Airspeed full.
Like I said, just ignore it. We're fine.
148 knots indicated.
We're at 148 knots. We're good.
125 feet per minute. 150 knots indicated. Flaps 10. 4,070. 3997. 151 knots indicated.
Brandon, Josh, George says hello.
Left FMC light off. Right FMC light off.
Yep, I put it up. Yep.
Left FMC light off. Right FMC light off.
Okay, we are.
4,008 feet ASL.
We're at 4,000 feet holding.
Distance to destination colon 49/0
49 miles from.
Distance to descent colon 34/0
We got 34 miles before it starts a descent.
Distance to destination colon 49/0 21
Which, yeah.
155 knots indicated. 4,002 feet ASL. 3910 feet ag. 155 knots indicated. Act RTE lex 1. Act RTE lex 1/2. Act RTE 055 degrees 3.3 nm. Act RTE 055 degrees 1.5 nm. 1 colon. Max 203.2 colon. Risk 250/4000. 03 colon. Cat 170/2400. 02 colon. Risk 23 1 colon. Left FM. Act RTE 055 degrees 1.5 nm. Act RTE 055 degrees 1.2 nm. Left FMC light on. Right FMC light on. Act RTE lex 1 055 degrees 1.1 nm. Act RTE 055 degrees 1.0 nm. Left FMC light off. Right FMC light off.
Josh, I don't know if Brandon's still here, but Josh, did you hear me? George told me to tell you guys hi.
Act RTE 055 degrees 1.0 nm. Act RTE 055 degrees 0.5 nm.
He'd be in my backseat driver right now.
MCP under speed warning on. Left FMC light off. Right FMC light off.
We've got
6,106.3
6,000, a little over 6,000 pounds.
Left FMC light off. Right FMC light off. Left FMC light off. Act RTE 055 degrees 0.5 nm. Act RTE 341 degrees 97.0 nm. MCP under speed warning off. 1 colon. Risk 200.
27 miles until we, well, 17 miles, and then we'll go into a holding, or approach, you guys. So get ready.
149 knots indicated. Left FMC light off. Right FMC light. MC flex 10. MCP under speed warning on. Left FMC light off. Right FMC light off. Left FMC light off. Right FMC light off.
Should I go through a descent checklist again?
Distance to descent colon 31/0 colon.
Okay.
Brandon Armstrong. Would George like to fly to Austin in the rain Thursday?
By the way, George told me to tell you guys he's done holdings where he went 180 miles out due to weather and other traffic.
Left FMC light on. Right FMC light on. 4,002 feet. 3861 feet. 151 knots indicated.
He said 100 miles is nothing. So if you guys ever do that, don't worry about it.
Right FMC light off. Left FMC light off. Right FMC light off.
127.8.
We are almost
Delta Whiskey.
Brandon
there.
Armstrong.
Approach
Wow.
BPI pilots. 9er Delta Whiskey 4,000 feet.
150 knots indicated. Flaps 10. Left FMC light off. Right FM 140. Microsoft Flight Simulator. Microsoft Flight. Act RTE lex. Act RTE. Act RTE 341 degrees 24.3 nm. Act RTE lex 341 degrees 24.3. Act RTE 341 degrees 24.0 nm. Act RTE 341 degrees 20. Heading colon 345. Act RTE 341 degrees. Act RTE 341 degrees 23.8 nm. Left 1 colon. Risk 250/4000. 062 colon. Cat 170.
YTFM. In the rain. That will be a nice one.
0612 colon. Cat 170 degrees 2408. 061 colon. Risk 250.
Yeah.
Microsoft Flight Simulator. 1 point.
Yeah, YT, the person I'm talking to, he's a friend of mine. He flies the big jets. Queen of the Sky is what he flies. He's got a private jet, stuff like that. Pretty cool dude for an old man. We'll be starting our descent in about 28 miles, guys.
150 knots indicated. 150 knots indicated. MCP speed 150 full.
We're at 150 knots.
Right FMC light off. Flaps 10.
I'm already there. I'm at flaps 10 now. Yep.
Left FMC light on. Right FMC light on.
I know, I learned from you.
3997. 3527 feet. 148 knots indicated. Act RTE lex 1 slash. Act RTE lex 1. Act RTE 341 degrees 22.5 nm.
Brandon Armstrong.
Act RTE 341 degrees 21.6
Not
nm.
flying into Austin.
Act RTE 341 degrees 21. Heading colon 345. Left FMC light on. Right FMC light on. Act RTE 341 degrees 21.6 nm. Act RTE 341 degrees 21.3 nm.
Brandon, George said he could do it with his eyes closed.
Act RTE 341 degrees 21.3. Act RTE 341 degrees 21.1 nm. Left FMC light off. Right FMC light off. Left FMC light on. Right FMC light on.
Hey, I'm getting landed now. I had to do a go around. Well, if you go on YouTube, you learn that that's what I'm doing. I'll warm it up when I get there. Hello?
Left FMC light off. Right FMC light off.
Brandon Armstrong. I believe he could.
Microsoft Flight Simulator. 3729. 154 not syndicated. Distance to descent: 25/0:0. Act RTE. Red only multi-line 3. Act RTE 341 degrees 19.81. Width 250/4000. Left FMC light on. Right FMC light on. 061 Canon 170/2408. 061 width 250/4000. 02 Canon 170/2408. 01 width 200 Act RTE Lex 1/2. Act RTE Lex 1 341 degrees 19.8 nm. Act RTE 341 degrees 19.1 nm. Left. Act RTE 341 degrees 19.0 nm. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.31.22.0. 3998 AS, 3736 151 not syndicated. Left FMC light on, right FMC light on. New Haven, Connecticut, United States. 154 not syndicated. Act RTE light. Red only. Act RTE 341 degrees 18.7 nm. Act RTE 341 degrees 18.2 nm.
18 miles. So 8 miles till I go to approach.
Act RTE Lex 341 degrees 17.8 nm. 1 width 250/4000. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.4060 ASL. 154 not syndicated. Total fuel 5,481.0 pounds. 818.2 gallons.
We still got over 5,000 pounds of fuel, guys. We'll have just enough to do this.
YTFM. What is airspeed and flaps currently?
Yeah, so
153 not syndicated.
airspeed's right at 150 knots, and we're at flaps 10.
4,068, 3917, 152 not syndicated.
Due to what the wind is at 48 knots, so we take that into consideration as well.
Act RTE Lex 1, Act RTE Lex ACS, Act RTE 341 degrees 16. Act RTE 341 degrees 16.0 nm. Act RTE 341 degrees 16.0 nm. Act RTE 341 degrees 15.9 nm. Act RTE Lex 1 341 degrees 15. Heading 345. 1 width 250/4000. 061 degrees 0.0 nm. Left 2 Canon 170 degrees 2408. Act RTE Lex 1 341 degrees 15.9 nm. Left FMC light on. Right. Left Act RTE 341 degrees 15.5 nm. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.31.22.0.
5 miles till we go to approach.
3984 feet. 3893 feet. 147 not syndicated.
Airspeed low. Airspeed low.
And why it's saying that, we don't know, because actually the airspeed's not low.
151 not syndicated.
Our airspeed is plenty fast enough.
Act RTE 341 degrees 15.0. Act RTE 341 degrees 14.6 nm. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.31.22.0. Distance to destination: 34/0. Distance to descent: 20/0:0. 10 22. Flight 341 at 48 knots. Just at 0 knots.
Wind is 341 at 48 knots.
Heading 345.
Our heading is 345. So to give you an idea of kind of where the wind is and where we are.
Left FMC light off. Right FMC light off. 3994. 149 not syndicated. Act RTE Lex 1. Act RTE Lex. Act RTE 341 degrees 14. Act RTE 341 degrees 13.5 nm. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.31.22.0.
You know what?
Act RTE Left forms main row 1 column 3. Star untitled dashboard back row. FSUIPC 7 console log row 2 column 2. FSUIPC 7 console log terminal plan. PACS.
Brandon Armstrong. It's saying airspeed hold not low.
Act RTE Lex 1/2 HPMDT 737 CD row 1 column forms main row 2 column 1. Star untitled dashboard back row. FSUIPC 7 simulator. FSUIPC 7 console log. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.31.22.0. Microsoft Flight. CWSD indicator. Left flight right flight director. Approach off button mode plus T. Localizer hold off button mode plus CMDA off button mode plus A. Press. CMDA on. CMDB off button mode plus T. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.31.22.0. 4001 feet ASL. 3835 feet ag. 152 not syndicated. MCP FSUIPC 7 console log row 1 column. Act RTE Lex 1/2 HPM red only multi lines. Act RTE 341 degrees 13.2 nm. Act RTE Lex 1 341 degrees 0.0 nm. Act RTE Lex 1 341 degrees 0.0 nm. 1 width 250/4000. 0612 Canon 170 degrees 2408. 0612 Act RTE Lex 1 341 degrees 0.0 nm. Act RTE 341 degrees 11.7 nm.
We're getting ready to go into a holding position. Or not holding, but
Act RTE Lex 341 degrees 11.5 nm.
no, it's not holding, Brandon.
Act RTE Lex 341 degrees 11.4. At RTE X1/2 341 degrees 11.3 nm. Microsoft Flight Simulator Dash 1.
Approach hold on.
$39.94 PASM. $37.85 PAG. 150 knots indicated. Minus 59 feet per minute. 39.97. 38.05 PAG. 150 knots indicated. Left FMC light off. Right FMC light off. Left FMC light on. Right FMC light on. Distance to descent: 15/0:0:8:21.
I'm gonna do something real quick.
At RTE MCP FSC light forms main road 2 star title dashboard at destination runway road 2 column 3. Runway com airport edit selected KDTL. Runway combo box 06 collapsed. Microsoft Flight Simulator Dash 1.02 destination runway airport edit selected KDTL PAC explosive. Build details name build frequency 111.10. Send nav radios. Nav 1 frequency edit selected 111.10. Nav 1 course edit selected 58. Nav 2 OK button pressed. Build details edit red only mode. Airport edit runway combo OK button pressed. Microsoft Flight Simulator Dash 1.31.22.0. 4002
123.9er, flight BVI pilots, 9er Delta Whiskey.
Flaps 10. Com 1 123.9. Distance destination 29/0:0:15
feet.
At RTE Lex 1 at RTE Lex 1 at RTE 341 degrees 9.6 nm. At RTE 341 degrees 8.8 nm. 1 colon, 200, 061 Canada 170 degrees 2400 A. 061 colon, 250 4000. Microsoft Flight Simulator Dash 1.3. 4004 PA, minus 59 feet per minute. 152 knots indicated. 152 knots indicated. MCP speed indicated airspeed at plus selected 150 EAC explosive. Microsoft Flight Simulator Dash 1.31.22.0. 4000 PAS, 3790, 152 knots indicated. MCP altitude, intervene button mode. VNAV off button mode plus D. Press. Speed intervene off, MCP under speed warning off, speed, Microsoft Flight Simulator Dash 1.31.22.0. MCP speed, indicated airspeed at red only plus E blank, PAC exclude, intervene off button mode plus press. Speed intervene, indicated airspeed at plus E blank. 150, intervene on button mode plus I. Microsoft Flight Simulator Dash 166 knots indicated. 49 feet per minute. 170 knots indicated. MCP speed 150. 174 knots indicated. 175 knots indicated. 172 knots indicated. 4008 feet, 3440, 172 knots indicated. Distance to destination: 27 slash. Distance to descent: 12/0:0:5:40. At RTE Lex 1/2 at RTE Lex 1/2 at RTE Lex 341 degrees 7.8. At RTE 341 degrees 6.6 nm.
Almost there, guys.
At RTE Lex 341 degrees 6.5 nm.
I'm gonna turn on my voice just to be safe. Hold on.
Microsoft Flight Simulator MCP navigation forms main road 2 column 1. MC forms main. After ramping, shut down flow button. Restart. Configure. Support. Company. Buttons.
And that is saying airspeed low, Brandon.
Company. Buttons. Buttons drop down. Voice. Pause. Voice. Close and checklist proving. FSUI PC7 console at RTE Lex 1/2 Microsoft Flight Simulator Dash 1.31.22. 3994 feet. 3194. 152 knots indicated. The navigation box is already open. Forms submit FSUI at RTE Lex 1/2 MCP navigation row 2 column 1. MCP navigation CMD CWSD off button mode plus CMD CWSA off button CMDA off button localizer all
YTFM. Do you check what stall speeds is?
Localizer all approach button mode plus T.
Yeah, stall speeds, it's under 130 for sure on this.
Approach button mode plus T. Left FMC light off. Right FMC light off. Microsoft Flight Simulator Dash 1.31.22.0. Left FMC light on. Right FMC light on. 3993 feet. 3034 feet. Left 148 knots indicated. Flaps 10. Distance to descent: 10/0:0:5:27. Left FMC light on. Right FMC light on. 149 knots indicated. Left FMC light off. Right FMC light off. Distance to descent: 9/0:0:0 feet per minute. 151 knots indicated. Left FMC light off. Right FMC light off. Left FM. Forms main road FSUI PCs at RTE Lex 1/2 at RTE Lex 1 at RTE 341 degrees 4.1 nm. At RTE 341 degrees 3.2 nm 1 colon 250/4000. 341 degrees 3.2 nm. At RTE 341 degrees 3.1 nm. At RTE 341 degrees 3.0 nm. At RTE 341 degrees 2.9 nm. Microsoft Flight Simulator Dash 1.31.22.0. Left FMC light off. Right FMC light off. Left FMC light on. Right FMC light on. Distance to descent: 8/0:0:4 4020 feet ASM. 3387 feet. 154 knots indicated. MCP under speed warning off. MCP under speed warning off. Left FMC light off. Right FMC light off.
Airspeed low. Airspeed low.
Total fuel Poland 4,530.6 pounds, 600, 150 knots indicated. At RT Lex 1/2 HPM, Red Only Lights M, at RT 341 degrees 2.2 NM. At RT 341 degrees 1.7 NM. MCV under speed warning on left. At RT 341 degrees 1.6 NM. At RT 341 degrees 1.5 NM. Left FMC light on, right FMC light on. At RT 341 degrees 1.4 NM. Microsoft Flight Simulator Dash 1, LAB distance to destination colon 21/0 colon 11 colon 51, MCV under speed warning off. No recent message. Output history dialog. History list. There's no recent message. MCV under speed warning off. Distance to destination colon 21/LAB light off. MCV under speed warning off. LAB light off. Right FMC light on. LAB light off. LAB light off. Output history. Microsoft Flight Simulator Dash 1.31.22. 4031. 541 feet. Left FMC light on. Right FMC light on. 148 knots indicated. At RT Lex 1
YTFM. Brandon, what would it mean if it said airspeed hold?
NAV1 has localizer. Localizer is alive. Runway heading 71. NAV1 has localizer. Localizer is alive. Runway heading 71.
Gear down. Gear up.
2,782 up. Right 37. 2,772 up. Right 37. 2,731 up. Right 36.
Set speed 140.
Speed 140.
2,648 up. Right 35. 2,632 up. Right 34. 2,545 up. Right 33.
Microsoft Flight Simulator Dash 1.31.
2,394 up.
Minus 174 feet per
Right
minute.
32. 2,319 up. Right 32.
Brandon Armstrong.
NAV1 has
His
localizer.
plane can't maintain the
Localizer
speed
alive.
he's got
Runway
set.
heading 71.
1.31.22.0.
2060 up. Right 31.
Left FMC light off. Right FMC light off.
2036 up.
That actually wouldn't
Right
make
31.
sense for this plane, Brandon.
NAV1 has localizer.
Well, that's what I was just told
Localizer is
anyways.
alive. Runway heading 71.
4,008 feet ASL.
1,866 up.
feet per minute.
Right 31.
Minus 213 feet. 4,001 feet. 34.26. 147 knots indicated.
1,769 up.
147 knots indicated. Distance to destination colon 16/0 colon 0 colon 7 colon 59.
1,791 up.
Flaps
Right
15.
Left FMC light on. Right FMC light on.
Flaps 15.
154 knots indicated. Flaps 15.
NAV1
MCV
has
speed 140.
localizer.
MCV under speed 1.
Localizer is
154 knots
alive.
indicated.
Runway heading 71.
154 knots indicated.
1,582 up. Right 29.
Minus 266 feet per minute.
1,706 up. Right 30.
147 knots indicated. Left FMC light off. Right FMC light off.
1,690 up. Right
Flaps 15.
31.
Left FMC light off. Distance to destination colon 15/0 colon 0 colon 7 colon 27. 39.96 feet ASL. 32.09 feet ag. 190 feet per minute.
NAV1 has
33 feet per
localizer.
minute. Minus 125 feet per minute. Minus
Runway
220.
heading 71.
4,003 feet ASL. Left FMC light off. Right FMC light off.
NAV1 has glide slope.
Minus 230 feet per minute. And 137 feet ASL.
Right 31.
34 feet ag. 146 knots indicated. And 1 light off. And 1 light off.
Right 31.
149 knots indicated. 374 feet per minute. MC 230
Glide
feet per
slope
minute.
is alive.
4037 feet.
NAV1 has
32 feet ag.
localizer.
At RT Lex 1.
Localizer is
Red
alive.
Only Lights Left ag.
Runway heading
At RT
71.
061337.5 and 1 colon.
NAV1 has
And
glide slope.
170/2408.
1,273 up. Right 30.
MCV under speed warning on.
1,040 up.
App start cursor.
Right 30.
Normal 0582 colon. Union 140/1800.
916 up. Right 30.
At RT 06135.7 NM. Microsoft Flight Simulator Dash 1.
703 up.
46 feet ASL.
Right
Minus
31.
850 feet per minute. 142 knots indicated. Auto throttle servos off. Left FMC light off. Right FMC light
606
off.
up. Right 31.
VNAV off button. Level change off button. Mode plus L.
668
VNAV off button.
up.
Mode plus E.
Right
And 1 light off.
31.
Enter V button. VNAV off button. Mode plus E. Microsoft Flight Simulator Dash 1.31.22.0.
897 up.
MCV navigation.
Right
Double mode button. Mode
32.
plus. Localizer hold. CMDA off. CWSA off. CMDB off button. Mode plus E. Stress.
90
CMDB on. CMDB on.
Right
And 1 light off.
30.
And 1 light off. Left FMC light on. Right FMC light on. CMD. Microsoft Flight Simulator Dash 1.31.22.0.
Flaps 25.
Right 29.
MCV under speed warning off. Left
Glide
17.
slope is
Flaps
alive.
25.
NAV1 has
3465 feet.
localizer.
Flaps 32 over 3 feet.
Localizer is
169 knots in.
alive. Runway heading
266 feet per
71.
minute.
NAV1 has glide slope. Glide slope is alive.
56 feet per minute.
NAV1 has
Minus 56 feet per
localizer.
minute.
Localizer
Minus
is alive.
197 feet per minute.
Runway heading 71.
Minus 381 feet per minute.
NAV1 has glide slope.
34 feet
717
ASL.
up.
Minus
Right
499 feet per
28.
minute. 160 knots indicated.
760 up.
Distance to destination colon
Right
12/0
28.
colon 5 colon 3. Minus 594 feet per minute. Minus 591 feet per minute.
757 up.
Minus 591 feet per
Right
minute.
29.
Minus 604 feet per minute. Auto minus 614 feet per minute. Minus 620 feet
715
per
up.
minute. Minus 620 feet per minute. Minus 627 feet. 3303 feet. 2894. 143 knots indicated.
687 up.
Altimeter colon.
Right 31.
2884 feet. 3244 feet. Minus 1132 feet per minute. 141 knots indicated.
2500.
785 up. Right 31.
Flaps 30.
817 up.
3,000 feet.
Right 32.
Flaps 30.
Minus 17, 13, 2901 PSL.
866
25,
up.
140
Right
knots indicated.
32. 885 up. Right
140 knots
33.
indicated. 139 knots indicated.
935 up. Right 32.
Flaps 30. Business to destination colon 10/0.
1034 up.
Flaps
Right
40.
1164 up.
Flaps
Right
40.
31.
2164 feet. 1855 feet. 139 knots indicated.
1297 up. Right
Gear
31.
down. 2020 PSL 2,000 feet.
1399 up.
138 knots
Right 30.
indicated.
Landing checklist.
1544
Landing
up.
checklist.
Right 30.
Engine number 1. Engine number 2.
Engine start switches.
1715
Check.
up. Right 27.
Speed brake.
Speed brake on.
1,000.
Check.
Landing gear.
1862 up.
Down.
Right 25.
Flaps.
Check.
Checklist complete.
1988 up. Right
Minus
23.
19. 1022 PSL. 730
Flight
feet.
attendants prepare for landing.
141 knots
96
indicated.
up. Right 22.
141 knots indicated. Minus 1667 feet per minute.
2174 up. Right 22.
693 PSL. 490. 137 knots indicated. 138 knots indicated.
300.
Oh boy.
130. Minus 1939 feet.
Minimum
490
200.
PSL.
Right 20.
Gear up.
Gear down. Dot.
Gear
Low
down.
gear transfer light off. Left gear transfer light off. Left gear transfer
Gear
light
up.
off. Low gear lock off. Left gear lock light off. Left gear lock light off. Low gear light off. 10 feet altitude 200 feet. Right gear transfer light off. Low gear transfer light off. Gear up. Top. Left gear transfer light off. Left flight director light off. Left FT master off.
Approach BBI pilots, 9er Delta Whiskey.
MTV navigation zone 1 column 2. MTV navigation C. Microsoft MTV altitude zone 1 column 3. X level. VNAV output mode plus E. Intermediate mode. Altitude mode plus E. Selected.
Flaps up.
Remove.
Cleared through Charlie Airspace BBI
Intermediate button
pilots,
rest.
9er
Left
Delta
MTV. MTV navigation. CMDT output mode plus E. Left navigation. Microsoft Flight Simulator. Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Small warning. Flight slope is alive. NAV1 has localizer.
Yes, sir.
Localizer is alive. Runway heading 71.
Shut up.
1,000. 500. 400. 300. 110.
All right, I don't know what happened there, guys, but
Options menu.
I'm just gonna do the flight over
Page 1 of 1.
because my
Press
like
home
my
to
waypoints
restart.
just disappeared.
Press enter main menu.
05 RT. Land. Enable land. Enable 143 ATS to me.
Unable 143 knots, it says.
Enable 143 ATS to me. Land. Enable 143 ATS to me. Land. Enable 1.
So I'm gonna do this flight over in a little bit. I'm gonna go eat,
RT
but I'm doing this again. If you guys want to watch it, you can.
RT Lex 1/2 737.
But something went wrong. I don't know what.
CPU.
Yeah, it kept saying that my speed was low, but like George said, I was at 150 knots. There's no way that's too slow. There's no way. So just had to do it over, which I'm going to. So if you guys want to come back and watch that again for round 2, you can. I'm not going to submit that flight. I'm going to do it over. So I'll be back, you guys, if y'all want to join me. And I think George is going to get on and watch as well. So if you guys want to chat with him, he said he'd be on there talking. So yeah, I'll be back.